Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. We're so excited you're with us. We are continuing with our sizzling summer savings sale. So you've got 10% off everything you could dream of in jewelry. And boy, are we excited about this show because there is, first of all, we had over the weekend, last time I saw you, we had a really special Diamonds by the Yard. It was the dangling version where all the diamonds are independently moving within the chain. We've got actually the classic DBTY here today. I know some of you were asking for that. So we will see that on the program tonight. We've got white, yellow, and rose gold. They're all here in stock, ready to go. It is your perfect everyday, all year long, summertime, all the way through wintertime necklace that gives you that just perfect touch of everyday glam. But nobody will ever believe how little you spent on solid gold and fine diamonds. So we've got that on the way. That's a classic. Plus, there is another classic on the way. 7 stones. It's our Lucky 7 diamond band. This is our 7-stone diamond band. It gives you over a carat in VS diamonds. It is that all the way throughout. So this is what's going to be special about this band is instead of the 5-stone, which I brought you a couple days ago, we're going to bring you the 7, which gives you diamonds from side to side when it's on the hand. So we've got that for you as well. In addition to a tanzanite, it was here a couple of weeks ago prior to our sale. We're going to bring you a big Asher cut tanzanite. It is our 6-carat pluser. It is a beauty because also it has the classic diamond halo, but with a twist. So we've got something special with really individual large diamonds, and that's going to be here tonight, but it's at a newly marked down price. It was here, got shown. It was about $10,000. We're going to bring it down tonight and then give you your 10% off as well. And then there's even Paraiba, which we're going to make affordable as well. Now, this is maybe the star of the show. There is something really unusual in this show that I can honestly say I don't know where else in the world of jewelry, and there's a vast world of jewelry out there. Did I say Wordle? Yeah, I play that every day, but it's a world of jewelry, if I can articulate properly on this Monday for me. But we've got our pink diamond earring that really, you could search the world, you could look everywhere, even in faux or in costume. I don't know if you're going to find too many ideas like this where we can bring you a casual but upgraded earring so that everybody can really have the luxury of pink diamonds, but at a very small and affordable price tag. So they'd also make a great gifting idea, I must say. So we have that on the way as well, in addition to some really cool museum pieces on the way and a lot more. And let me also just put it out there. If you have a request, we would really like to hear those requests. I've been fielding requests really since I left you guys on Sunday afternoon. So we have all your requests here. If there isn't the specific or precise piece you're looking for, we can find something like it. And that's really what we're going to do today. So we're having a little light issue. So I'm going to go head on over and turn the light on. But we've got a great way to start. It's actually a rubellite. Now, what's cool about this one is it's labeled as a pink tourmaline when it is not. It is really that extra special distinction. If you can get a stone that is rubellite, not pink tourmaline, that's a whole nother level of exotic and rare and specialty. Thanks, Andy, for the assist. I appreciate that. So here's our platinum piece with a rubellite, and again, 10% off everything you shop for tonight. So let's get shopping. It's we've missed you guys. We've missed you the last couple of days, and boy, we have a great one here. This is a platinum. Now remember, most everything I'm going to show you is one of a kind. I have to shout that out because people still don't get that always, right? It's really, truly not just something we say. It's not a technique that we say to sell stuff. It's actually the true case here in just about everything with the exception of my diamond pieces. So this will be a one and only carat 72 in the rubellite tourmaline with 29 points in diamonds. Got the classic halo, but a little extra here on the sides with those more bezel sets around the trio there. And then the rest of the way, it's going to look pretty familiar to us. Plus, I'm going to preview something that's happening this weekend, which may sound like far away, but it's not. It's Wednesday night, so Saturday's not all that far away. And I'm going to preview something that is maybe the biggest and best value on something we've never had before. So you'll see it on my right hand. You'll get glimpses of it. I might even just shamefully show it, but we've got a very special event happening on Saturday for our diamond lovers. But here we go with our platinum piece. Let's get you a great look at it on the hand, and welcome on in. 8779 is your item number on this rubellite. This is what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see it's if it were a lighter color, sure, it'd be pink tourmaline, but this is exactly what we expect to see with a rubellite stone with that bright pop of fuchsia red. It's exactly what you're getting here, not to mention the diamonds all the way around. It's a wider band of platinum, I must add, so you get a really important look here. And yeah, it's gonna be an amazing piece of jewelry. We're gonna blow it out right now. It's not gonna be $39.99. We're gonna take it all the way on down. Remember, there's one only here. It's gonna serve you very well to be on the phone lines ready to go. And we are gonna take requests all night long, I hope. And we've got some really cool new for you as well, including a golden pearl that is, oh My goodness, is it gorgeous designer piece. And oh, heart-shaped Savorite, anybody? All those are coming up. Big tanzanite, you know, just your average 13 carat and a quarter tanzanite emerald cut, that's here too. But this is going out first, and I know it is because we're taking $39 to $29 to $19.99 and making it so much more affordable. I like to start with a giveaway just so we set the tone for an entire night of giveaways. That's really my idea of a good time. Is a Wednesday night well spent is all about giveaway central. So we're going to do that right now. Give you the great value on platinum, very, very sturdy, heavy, dense metal, so you get a lot of feel. If you are somebody who loves to feel the weight of your jewelry, you don't want scrawny or tinfoil, you want to feel that great weight of your piece, this is a great way to go. And we're going to make it better than even $14.99. Huge value coming your way. It's not $13, $12, or $11. Let's blow it out right now for $999 only. That will be it. And, well, no, that's not it. You get $100 off because you got 10% off, too. So you get it for $8.99 instead. Then we've got amethyst independent, a beautiful, beautiful door knocker style in a very cool cut. Again, got like classics, we got new, we got fresh, we got fabulous. We've got really good, nowhere else would you find them, pink diamond earrings. I think we're going to do this top of the hour. So that would be next hour. Look at this. That is a beautiful fancy cut amethyst. That's coming up. That's a pendant. So we'll see that here on the way next, plus some cat's eye chrysoberyl is brand new, some coral drop earrings. I have two fancy diamonds. This was actually prompted by request. I found, you'll never believe it, the holy grail of diamond deals. I have a green diamond tonight, a 14-point green diamond, and that's not it. It's in pink diamonds and white diamonds. Wait till you see it. We're going to wow you. Oh, and a new Marquise fire opal that is so specialty. Look at this one. Look at that buff top. So you got a great look there. It looks like a ruby. It really does. Pure reds. So we'll see that on the way. And let's get to our amethyst because I think this one may be gone. And we will find out who's got it and congratulate them. Let me go ahead and show you this one though. This is our rich, deep, fancy cut. You know, nobody does amethyst like we do. And here's what's happening right now on a bigger style, and so big, I'm going to have to zoom back here for you so we can see the entirety, and then we'll show it to you a couple different ways. This one's going to need my help. It's not going to balance on its own. So forgive that I'm covering a cup. Oh, wait. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, it's going to be a better look on the neckline, but I just want to get in tight and look at that stone so you can see how big that 507 is. And it's all east-west set. I know it's north to south the way it's sitting, but remember, we're going to rotate it when it's on your neckline because you see the bails on the left. It's item number 1113-042. Old item number means a really good old gold price, and I'm glad it's old gold because, and I don't mean old, like gold doesn't get old, right? Gold's timeless, but you know what I mean. Like we're going to go back in a different era pricing on your gold here so that you can have, because there's a lot of it in this one, no doubt about it. And we have got a 507 with 7 points in diamonds. That would make that arc right above. I don't know, for whatever reason, and maybe it's just because it's my passion in life, I love that it kind of looks, I don't know, it reminds me of a little handbag. It does. It looks like the, if anybody's familiar, the Chanel hula bag. It's reminding me of that. I mean, again, very, very pricey, but you know, I'll tell you this, this will be a fraction of the price of one of those great, you know, designer bags. And that's what's so cool is that jewelry, and I'm a bag lover, don't get me wrong, but jewelry's going to last a lot longer than your bags ever will, no matter how much you spend on the bag. And this just, I don't know, it just feels like that door knocker swinging style. This is a fancy cut amethyst that's set east-west in that bezel. Diamonds right up top. Did you get that rubelite, Jason, or you have requests instead? All right, we're working on requests already. I'd love to hear that. So here is our stays in white gold, fancy cut, 7 points in diamonds. Then this is why it's called a door knocker. Usually when you have some kind of perpendicular attachment where the bail meets up with the piece itself, that's going to give you that kind of swinging effect that you see like those old school door knockers, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you've got one at home, right? It's kind of a cool look. So this is going to be 1 inch top to bottom. We'll show it to you on the neckline, give you a better idea of what that's going to look like from a distance away so you can really see how that stone looks. And you've got a really powerful color to that stone because, of course, with our amethyst, it's not just a light lavender. It's kind of like our, in a way, like what we see with tanzanites, where it's not just one lighter color here or pastel. Instead, you're getting that really special mix of purples and reds and blues together. So what normally would just be a purple stone somewhere else in a more routine material, this is where you're getting those bright, deep reds and blues. So we've got only the one. We'll see it out the door here in a hurry, no doubt about that. And we'll make it really affordable. That's what we're here to do tonight. Everything thing's got to go. It's making room for new. It's giving you that. You realize yesterday was the halfway point of the year, right? We get that. So it's like a mid-year, let's move it all clearance show. And we're going to take this much further than even $9.99. So again, you see it right there, those hot pinks flashing through, some reds coming through, some of those blues that we like to see, because it's, again, good amethyst should not just give you light lilacs or lavender. Most amethyst does. Still a really attractive stone, still very beloved in our trade of jewelry across the world, but it's just so much more exciting to get a really rich Brazilian stone like this. It says they're known. Certain stones are just known for being a better quality in certain areas produced because of the rich minerals in those areas. They can produce colors that other sources simply cannot. This is one of them, and that's why we go directly to Brazil for the very, very best out there. That's really what our passion is no matter what it is, no matter how affordable we make it, it's still nothing but that top tier quality. It's got to be, or else it ain't here. So it's really quite simple, and this is going to be better than $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. We're taking it way low, and this is a big stone, a lot of gold. You'll be impressed again with the presence and the feel of this piece, no doubt about it. And it's $699, so you get it for another $70 or so off, so it'll be $629, and that can be yours if you're quick on the phones and stays in the white gold. That's the only thing. So you'll need to have a white gold chain. Actually, this bail is big enough where you could actually take that diamonds by the yard we have later, because I mentioned we do have our classic DBTY coming up, the 9-stone style, 3/4 the way around classic. We've got that coming up in white, yellow, or rose gold. So if you need a great pendant chain that's just got a little extra to it, the DBTY is coming up, and that's going to be our most affordable one. So that's going to be here. And then look at this new pendant. Oh, designer pendants are my thing. We love great designer pendants. When we see them, they are special. Look at this. Custom, you name it. Look at that. This is actually going to be another one that's tougher with the articulation to show you here, but that is an emerald dangling from the base of this designer pendant with a pink sapphire. I know who's loving this one. If she's watching, it would be Mom. Mom loves the green and the pink together. They're really beautiful. So let's show it on the hand here. Why not? Something new and exciting for our What's New Wednesday, but everything's still on sale. Couple ways to wear this actually, because if you're noticing a bit of a heart shape, you've got a couple ways where I've got two bails up top here. There's another bail over here to the, well, to what's on the left side of your body, but on the right side of your camera here. So it's actually going to be, you can wear it more like this, or if you like it level, you can wear it like that as well. So it's really just dependent on how many of those bails you utilize, okay? So you've got different ways to wear it throughout. It's a pendant. It's going to be item number 1128798. Welcome in, everybody. So glad you're with us tonight. Again, big Wednesday, only 3 hours with you. This is how we roll through this mid-year point of our year. Lots and lots to get to. Amazing pieces throughout the night. And you got it. Risa, whenever you're ready, I will show you the Evil Eye. No problem. It's beautiful. And then we also have this one going out with the 1 carat. Oh, by the way, 18 karat gold on this one. 8798 is the number. It's going to be 18 karat, mostly that brushed finish to the 18 karat white gold, but then you've got a carat in the pink sapphire oval, diamonds, and a 20-point emerald. Now the diamond weight is also important. That's 27 points in the diamonds. Then that emerald extending from the piece, so that's going to have that little bit of articulation. So you see when the piece is still there's a little bit of movement from the emerald itself, and that is intentional. So a really pretty, it's like your exclamation point meets your heart. And if love and the heart-shaped sentiment and all that romance kind of makes you feel like a little bit like exclaiming, this is going to be a perfect piece. It's just a really designer look. And again, emerald, sapphire, two of our classics and our favorites and our big three there together, but also with the diamonds, and very beautiful. When you see it on, you'll notice a lot more of that. The beautiful ways that what I enjoy about this one too is the fact that it's going to have some of that open work to it as well. So it's not a huge piece. We'll measure it when we go back on the hand here coming up, but you can see how that green, boy, for being it's a 20-point stone, but when you've got a good emerald, it really pops. And we've got an amazing value for you. So do not wait to be on the phone lines ready to go. You can see that size it's going to give you. Again, you can wear it more leveled off. If you want the heart shape kind of be like this, you can wear it like that. But I think really the way that the emerald is set, I think you probably just want to use those two bails up top. Probably the best way to do it there. But let's take it back to the hand. I'll give you a measurement on it. You can see it's well over an inch in the length overall. And then it obviously is not really meant to be held by straight tweezers, but here here's your idea of the size and the length that we'll show you here. And so it's going to be a total of 1.5 inches. In the length, we'll go back up close, try to see those stones because that's important too, right? We always put in those important stones. So really important to see that gorgeous emerald there, that emerald cut, that oval, some of the bigger diamonds you have mixed in. Some of the, see the subtle heart-shaped cutouts that are done throughout the back as well. That's kind of nice, a nice little nod to keeping the theme going. But we'll make this under $49.99. It's only for one caller. We've got a little green-pink theme going on tonight, and we'll make this better than even $49 or $39 or $29. I just want to make sure everything's affordable as possible, so when you see something you love, you can take advantage of it. That's how we like to do it. So this will be better than even $19.99. Remember, everything goes backwards from the price you see on the air. So that's really important as well. So here we go. And this is going to be, you know what, like, let's make it $18.88, give some jewelry away today. And I'm going to try to make sure that emerald faces forward for you. It is not meant to be sitting this direction. But again, you can see right here, let me give a little help here so you can see that one scoot forward. And so you can see that gorgeous color that's going to give you. So all that gorgeous length of that heart shape, but not as traditional a heart shape as we sometimes see in pendants, certainly. And that one's going to be a one only. So the emerald, the sapphire, and really, that emerald is very squirmy. Just does not want to be quite there displayed, but there you go. So that's going to be $18.88, but you take $200 almost off that price tag, so it'll be $16.99 if you'd like that one. Sally, thank you so much. Hey there, Renee, thank you very much. And hey, Tracy, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's go. We got a lot to do tonight. We've got our, let's see, first couple of ideas here in requests are on their way. Don't forget, we've got that fire opal, couple of really important diamonds here. The amethyst is still here if you'd like it as well, and so is this one. Man, that's a great piece, $16.99 for that combination. Got some sapphires that are, oh, we love the graduated colors of sapphires, so we're gonna see that. And then one of the other, just to kind of complete our pendants here for the moment, is turquoise. And this turquoise is been, I'll tell you, it's been a little pricey to see what's going on with Sleeping Beauty of late. So I'm really excited to see this here with this ribbon twist design of diamonds around your pear shape coming with the chain. It's item number 112. This will be 8500. And prop it up a little bit like that so you can see it. It's got 314 of the pear-shaped Sleeping Beauty, which is a solid stone. All that solid, beautiful color that you're getting, really bright as can be. Then we've got also, and you got it, Risa, we'll show it next. So we will have another necklace coming up. This is going to be a pendant and chain, so it's the makings of a necklace, but still separate. You can make them two individual pieces if you like, but that's our 314, 13 points in diamonds. The chain coming with it has a couple of extra diamonds. You see them there. So very like our diamonds by the yard, but without going all the way around. But two is really meant to frame your piece beautifully. So this one's going to be going out in a hurry. It's under $19.99, which is where most of these bigger turquoise have been of late. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, and it still looks like this one might be a bit twisted on its chain, but just to give you an idea of the size. The chain is kind of twisted around the bail. So there it is, and just size-wise, 7/8 of an inch, and then we'll show it generally on the neckline here so you get a better idea of how it's going to look from a distance away. So you can see that one, just kind of get a nice familiar feel to how that's going to look. Certainly a bright stone. It's amazing how an opaque stone, when really good Sleeping Beauty, can just have this glow about it, which it's not really supposed to do. It's an opaque stone. There's no seeing through it. Yet I marvel at our turquoise, and this is why Sleeping Beauty is lauded as the best in the world. And it's actually going to be better than $9.99. This is with a chain, so it's pendant, necklace, the whole thing, and we're going to make it really affordable right now at $888. So that's both pieces, and a really good addition to your collection. And then get ready. We have got that, let me grab the Evil Eye for you so you can see what that is all about. We're loving that Evil Eye style. We don't see them very often, but I do have a good one today. So we will be seeing that. And also $888, well, you're going to take $88.80 off. So it will be $799 to get that fabulous one for you. All right, so that's a one only. And then we've got one more necklace to show you here before we go. It's by request, and it's 1128640. So this is a really important piece, and yet this month's birthstone, and yet I'm going to throw it on the hand here to start because it's 1128640. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So you can see that this is the full necklace. So you've got, and this one is also, boy, these pieces in these bags. Here we go. Now it's all sitting beautifully, just as it's intended. So all one necklace attached to the pendant itself. That's a ruby. It is a 50-point Burma ruby round with 31 points in diamonds and a gorgeous glowing ruby, I might add. Now don't worry about the chain. The chain, how do you know if it's going to be the right length for you? If it's all built in, you can't replace it. Well, we've added the 3 classic lengths, 16, 17, 18. This is item number 8640. So it'll be our 50-point round. Diamonds at 31 points. They are some bigger diamonds. This is one of the more modern Evil Eye styles that we do. And of course, this month's birthstone is ruby for the month of July, but really an important one. And of course, so many astounding pieces here that we have in rubies lately, and I'll show it on the neckline for you as well, so you can see that from a distance. But what a gorgeous look. And even from this distance away, seeing the glow of that ruby is telling you what you need to know. 16, 17, 18, all that versatility from one length to another to get you that beautiful look. And then of course sits flat and stable where it should be, so it's never flipping or turning on you. And we'll take it up close as well, so you can see how stunning this will be with all those individual stones, because it's not just about the styling and the look, but we got to have those great stones involved that you see. I love the detail of the smaller diamonds within, then those really cool the spikes of the Evil Eye there, almost like your eyelashes there, really beautifully done, and then bigger diamonds beneath that. It is only going to be $9.99 for the entire necklace that includes your Burma ruby. It is in the yellow gold or white gold or rose gold, so you do have a choice there in the gold color, which is awfully nice. So that'll be another $100 off. You've got it for $8.99 and change, and we'll move on in about 30 seconds. But you see here how when I said flat, I don't mean it's flat. I mean it's got this beautiful little slight elevation, but it's not going to turn or twist when it's on the neckline, and you see that there from that profile. So that's very, very important. And again, we put all the premium best in that chain. The sparkle diamond cutting, the great lobster claw closure. That's a premium closure there that you don't get in every necklace, and we've got it in most of what we do. So there it is with the ruby, and that'll be 15 seconds more, $8.99 and change. If you'd like to go ahead and grab that for your collection, it's a beautiful way to go. And you've got those bigger diamonds as well. I love those 5 at the base there. It's just what makes it. It really is again, a little more modern. These, of course, are called the Evil Eyes. They're really for protection. It's for warding off negativity, which who can't use that? So we've got a really special look, and it's $8.99. All right, so we'll keep on moving. We've had a lot in the way of necklaces and pendants. Let's show you our beautiful brand new ring. This is really, had I not given it away already, I think we'd all be a little bit shocked to learn this is a buff top fire opal. It is pure red. Now, I know we're a little spoiled around these parts. We see mostly fire opals here that don't have a lot of the dingier yellows that we usually see. A lot of times when you're out and about, or if you've shopped elsewhere or you've looked around, and I know you have, you see a lot of fire opals that are they're very subtle with their color. They're very light yellow. They're kind of a little, you know, they look a little hazy, a little milky, a little whatever. Not the most attractive stone in the world. It's fascinating how you can really go from lower quality to higher quality, and it looks like a completely different stone. And this is a prime example of your very, very best fire opal and what it does when you get the best material and how red, pure reds it is. This is a buff top, which is why it looks a little different. It's got a subtle little dome shape. It's completely smooth. This isn't your traditional faceting at the bottom and table facet across the top. It's got that subtle kind of dome to it. So what it ends up doing is it gives you that beautiful, almost like a magnification. As you look into the stone, you see this amazing glow about it. We'll take a look at it here, give you a great value. It's 1128-734, and it's a great look. Thank you so much, Reese. I appreciate you. And then here we go with our fire opal in platinum. 4 carats 52 is the size, 40 points in diamonds along the edges, and that will be a single solitary one only. And look at this, talking about a lot going on. It's a split shank within a split shank on the band, so very nice, and a lot of platinum there. And your 40 points in the pave, just framing, giving the sides of the marquise a hug here. And it's a beautiful look. And keep calling on the Evil Eyes. We'll have those for you, the turquoise, the pendant with the sapphire and the emerald, the amethyst, you name it. We've got a lot of beautiful neckwear, if you will, tonight. And this is going to be our one and only fire opal. Let's blow it out, shall we? Huge piece, mega. And you know, when we see fire opals here traditionally, they are expensive when they get anything over 3 carats. That's when they really start to rocket in price. So it's lovely that we can have this bigger 452, give you a much better value than even $39.99. Ready to send it out of here in a hurry. Platinum 452. Wait till you feel this on the hand. I do want to show it to you because 452, well, it's still fire opal, so it's going to look larger. I'd say, look at that piece. That is not a 452 look, it's a 9 or 10 carat look. And that is what all opals do. Double the look as they give you carat weight. Definitely seeing that here, even though it's in that buff top. And we're gonna take it down to $1,999 on that one. And you see what I mean by magnifying? That is a beautiful look, is it not? Where you see how it's like a beautiful punch of color. You see there's faceting underneath still, but you've got that great look where it gives you like a hot pinky searing red. Who took our, let's see, is it Ruby's going out? I think we had an evil eye going out. Was that you, Jason, over there? No. Okay. He's giving me that. Oh, no. No, why would I take an order? No, I would never do that. All right, so we've got Ruby still here for you if you need it, and anything else you need, give those requests. We've got new golden pearl here as well. That, of course, is $200 off if you want our fire opal, and that is the only buff top fire opal we have in the inventory is right there. So that is a, look at this. Woo, look at that. That's my new designer golden pearl. Yes, it is. That looks like it's the size of a brooch. I mean, it's huge. It's a great designer ring. We'll see that as well. Love that. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. All right. So we got everybody trickling in here on a Wednesday, ready to shop, ready to save, ready to just hang out, talk girl things, talk amazing jewelry. That's what we've got. Plus, there's that preview. It's two bands in one. Two really big bands. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. I know it's Wednesday night. That might sound like eons from now, but it's going to be here before you know it. Our Saturday morning show is going to feature every Saturday of summer is going to be really where it's at. We're going to have the biggest and best value of the entire week in our Saturday shows. Well, this Saturday, no exception. We have black and white diamonds, and you know we never see black and white diamonds. Never. Not together in one ring. Wait till you see the value we have for you. So heads up, all shoppers who are looking for more black diamonds as not just one individual stone, but as accents, we've got that for you coming up. So just again, be aware. I'll remind you throughout the week that that's happening on Saturday, but just to give you a little heads up, because I know we've got audience kind of stopping in, checking out. So want to make sure you're all rare. Saturday morning, this band, wait till you see it. You'll get a closer look at it throughout the show. So let's take a look at this. And then we've got a big Alexandrite wheel coming up. All new Alexandrite pieces that are happening as well. Did I get Ellen's attention? That's wild, Ellen. You know what? I was probably the last person on earth to hop on board the Wordle train. I'm not even kidding, Ellen. I just started maybe like a month ago. And I know that was like a whole thing that was happening years ago. And it was my mom who got me started on it too. And yes, I did, Ellen. I did. I got it, but I did have to look up what that word was today. I was like, that was a tricky one. You know, when you put it in and go, that can't be a word. And oh, that's it. Okay. Yes, Ellen. I did. That's hysterical. All right. So good. That's what's fun about it too, is you can play with everybody across the world too. And Ellen knows it was a tough one today. All right. So here we go. That's our fire opal. Love it. We're going to show that golden pearl just in case anybody's looking for a really, really unique piece. It's 18 karat gold. And that, look at the size of this ring. Floral, but not overly so. A powerful, let's just call it the exotic of the sea here, no doubt. Golden pearl of this size. We have a golden pearl. It is 14 millimeters in diameter. It's a big one. And then you've got a lot of diamonds around the very, very edge. This is just it again. I was looking, so I was doing a little bit of shopping yesterday. It was more work, but it happened to be at a place where you could shop. But I was there for work. I really was. I was working. I was, you know, Monday and Tuesday are my heavier work days, I must say. Require a little more than 3 hours of work. So I was doing my work and happened to be in a retail store with jewelry, and I was looking at the mannequin when you walked in, had a gorgeous strand of pearls, and I thought, oh, that's nice. And I was waiting for my appointment, so I had to look around at the tag in the back, and keep in mind the mannequin was also dressed in couture head to toe, and it was like, you know, all like the outfit alone was like $300,000. And the pearls were a big part of that, because I kid you not, I looked at this white strand of pearls, just like the ones I got when I started in the business, my first ever gift, like my little bonus when I was a kid, and I started in this business, my first bonus was a pearl strand. And we sold them at the time for like $69. 69 bucks, pearl strand. They were 6 millimeters, 6.5 millimeters, and they had gold clasp, filigree clasp. A lot of you probably have those as well. And this strand was the exact same, but it happened to be from that big designer. Do you know how much they wanted? $32,000 for a pearl strand. White pearls, 6 millimeters, small. A lot of people, because I don't know if it's just the way we spoil you with pearl prices, I don't know. But I think pearls get a bad rap for, I don't think we fully understand what they go for when they're of an amazing quality. And now we're going to take you to the world of exotic color on top of that. So something unique beyond just the white pearls that are teeny, okay? We're going to show you. This is the golden pearl, and this gets you really, really high end. Let me know on that fire opal Here we go with this one. That is outstanding. And so much luster to the pearl that the first thing I'm seeing is probably what you're seeing too, is why does it look like there are diamonds embedded on the pearl? Well, that's the reflection of the diamonds in the design, and it's 1128712. So we'll just talk jewelry for the next 2.5 hours. And if you feel like you can't live without something, you know what to do, right? You pick up the phone. Otherwise, we're just hanging out on a Wednesday, chit-chatting about jewelry and other things, and talking about, you know, hanging out with our girls, just talking about what's cool in jewelry. Well, this is our 18-karat solid gold, and it is yellow gold, and it will stay because that's the match to the pearl itself. 14 mega millimeters, and then you've got 54 points in diamonds along the edge. Feels like a floral, but very modern, very contemporary. And I'll tell you, would you rather spend $32,000 on a pearl strand of 6mm white pearls? Let me tell you something. If we went into that design house that had that $32,000 strand, and we walked into that same design house and looked at their 14mm golden pearls, they have them. Designer starts with an M. There's a couple of M's in it. Okay, so if we're going about Wordle here, we'll talk about 8 letters, 3 M's, okay, and 2 O's. So this is really, really important, okay? And this is one of those that, well, the sky's the limit. You can spend $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 on one individual golden pearl, and that is where I think we get lost and confused as to these are natural pearls. They are not dyed. They are not enhanced. These are not some kind of plastic form. This is the real deal that goes for the big buku bucks out there in the only places you can find them, which are high-end designer retail. So here's your chance to pick one up at a song. It is going to be that $17,999 piece we should do. I will go lower because that's not what I'm in the business of doing. I don't do retail. I don't do wholesale. We do this whole fantasy world called TVON. So TVON's where it's at. And look at how beautiful that is with the finishing on the inside. How that the petals almost cup around the pearl. That's why you're getting that shine. That's good luster if it's reflecting like a mirror does. And then you see it here from a distance. Yeah, now you get the idea of the size. But that pearl's well protected by this shield of the design. And it's going to be under $79.99. So let's just take it on down to how we go. When it comes to really gorgeous, rare exotics, we don't care how rare, we don't care how gorgeous, we still have to make it a deal if we're going to tantalize our viewership with it, and we're going to do that right now with not $7,000 or $6,000 or even $5,000. It's not even $49.99, and this is a value right here and now. But let me go ahead and help you out with a better price. It's not even $3,000. It's not $29,000. This is the only golden pearl that's new of the show, and I'm so proud to bring it. And we'll make it only, you know, at $24.99 instead. Then you get $250 off. Jason, tell me what's good over there. Did you get the platinum from the start of the show? Platinum rubellite gone. That platinum rubellite ring is spoken for, as well as some of our evil eyes in the rubies. Also had that a couple of more pendants left to go. There's the golden pearl. Want to get again, you're getting some very, very important values here early. Just a reminder. Pieces in the first couple of minutes may not go right upon the first appearance, but that doesn't mean they don't sell. Eventually they do, because when everybody else checks in with the show, then they go. So that's the key, okay? It's still really early on a Wednesday. It's our first day back since Sunday. That's how we do. So it really is one of those that you guys are getting first dibs on all the finest, and I put up pieces strategically here in the beginning that are some of those really key buys. Okay, so let's talk green diamond here. I happen to have a deal. This would have never been on the show had I not been looking through a lot of our exotic diamonds for requests. This is something that caught my eye, and it would catch anyone's eye because, number one, it's one of the rarest diamonds in the world. It's a green diamond, a natural green diamond. Okay, so we've got that, where there's a different level. There's different tiers of exotic when you talk about diamonds. They're all, if it's a color that's natural from the earth, they're all a certain type of rarity. However, there is a scale, and we know that the champagnes are just about the more of the affordables, okay? Champagnes. Then as you get into fawns that have a little bit of pink, they get a little more rare. And then they get more rare with the yellows. And then you start to get to the super exotics, which are really the pinks, the purples, the reds, the greens, the oranges. Those are the super exotics that we hardly ever see here. I have one green diamond in our entire inventory, and it happens to be here on sale. And this all came about because I was looking for a request from earlier this afternoon. And I don't know if it's going to work for that requester because they were just looking for a single solitaire. I don't really have anything in a single solitaire except a white diamond ring. But I do have a 14-point green diamond. And let me tell you, if you need to add green diamond to your list, this would be the one and only option to do so. But it's going to be impossible to not see the value, because this is about as exotic as it gets. And for good measure, we didn't just leave it with a green diamond. We threw in pink diamonds, which look magical. I mean, we've got a whole pink and green theme going on. We saw the sapphire and the emerald earlier in a pendant. Now we're seeing the pink and the green in our graphics. And now you're seeing the pink and the green diamonds together with this 14 pointer, which may not sound like a big deal. It's not if it's a citrine, but it's a really big deal when it's a diamond, because usually when we get up into this upper tier of rarity, like our purples, our rich pinks, our oranges, the bigger stones are usually 5 or 6 points apiece. This is our 14 pointer. So this is not one you want to wait on. I invite you to dial in early here, 112-2519. This value is everything. It would be very difficult to get a gold band today for the price I'm going to give away. Pink diamonds, green diamonds, and white diamonds together. So let's get ready, because this one is not one we see very often, and I got nothing else right now to show you in the inventory. And look at that. It is a pop of green. It's not the, you know, sometimes the greens are real brownish green or yellowy green, and then they're not all, I don't think, all that attractive. This is that true, like a blue green, if anything. And that's, I mean, it kind of resonates with what we see from demontoids a bit, except this is even more rare. And it's a 14 pointer, and it's got a cushion cut square shape. Then there are 2 halos in pinks, 1 more halo in white diamonds, and then we're just gonna keep those going down the sides. And it's 14 plus 18 plus 35. So you've got it all together here. And 1 collar, 1 ring. And I will astound you with this price tag. I was astounded with the price tag. I'm around values in jewelry every single day of my life. Hundreds and hundreds of items a day, and I get the pick of the litter to choose through thousands of items to show you what 100 or 200 items are the best value. Best quality and best value. Quality goes without saying. I think we know that by now. Then it's got to be the value to go along with it. Well, this ring is astounding. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to last. So call me early, because that is a 14-point green. And I wish I had another green, but if I did, it would be smaller. Anyways, this is one of the bigger, more important stones you ever will witness. And we have got it for a discount. And then with my discount, it's not the discount you're saving, that's extra. It's about the discount this is going to begin. And then your extra is going to take it down to a totally different level. And all I can say is hop on the lines. I know it's early on a Wednesday. You know it's early on a Wednesday, but with this one, this kind of value is not going to be sticking around. I don't have anything else like it. And we're talking about rarer than your pinks. Well, we did throw in the pinks, but it's rarer individually than the pinks. And we know that because of my 9 years here. In a couple of months, I'm celebrating 9 years. So I'm getting real close to 9 years here, okay? I have had if we don't count chameleons, which have a greenish color to them, if we talk about pure green diamonds, I have had, if I had to guess, it would be under 5, fewer than 5 of them ever. So you think about that ratio when I show you a couple hundred pieces of jewelry every day, 5 times a week, sometimes 6 times a week. I mean, it's just crazy. So this is where, again, you've got to act quickly, because that is not going to be $79.99 any longer. 67 points overall, but let me show you how they look on the hand when they're all perfectly put together in this fabulous classic ring. The pink, the green, the white, it's that green is popping. And that is, of course, a VS stone. Even though it's our 14-pointer with that green, we really care most about the color on a colored diamond. But hey, if you're getting that natural VS quality as well, then that's even better. And it's wearable every day. And it looks great. Not to mention, it's going to match back. We have those pink diamond hoops that are new coming up at the top of the hour in about 23 minutes. This would work back to that. So is there really a reason that you're not dialing in? It probably has everything to do with the fact that there is a $8,000 price tag on your screen. You're going, well, but it's $800 off, so it's $72, so I'm loving it. This is so affordable, and nobody's trusting in low. Not yet, at least. And then by the time we see this low price, that's the problem. A lot of people are already dialed in and connected to our phone bank. So they have what really ends up being first dibs. So we just, again, can't ever encourage you enough to dial in. It's not obligating you to buy anything. So if the price is still not in your wheelhouse, that's okay. Thanks, but no thanks. Hang up the phone. You're done. You're on your merry way. But if you want to have the biggest and best value, we have in a color of diamond, this is it. And it's not even close to $7,000 or $6,000 or $5,000, $4,000 or $3,000. This is what's so nuts about this. It is one of the rarest I can ever show you. And it's one only. And I know what's going to happen. All the emails are going to come in. All the calls are going to come into our phone bank saying, well, bring out more. I've got to have another. I don't have anything else. I can bring you a chameleon, but that's a different thing. Here's where you get the green diamond. The chameleons are going to be a whole different price point. So here's what I have for you. Instead of even $29.99, I'm ready to give it away, but you got to be ready to take advantage of it, because otherwise it's going to be missed out forever. And when are we going to see a green diamond next? Unlikely we will ever see a green diamond next, because you know what's happening with the fancy diamonds. You know what's happening with all the colors of diamonds. The Argyle mine shut down a long time ago, so it's not making anything easier or more affordable to get. And now you've got the chance to pick it up for better than even $29.99. Anybody? Any takers yet? This is amazing. And please say yes, and you will go ahead and score. You will score the value of the event. That's all I can say. And you got to trust in the giveaways we're doing, not to mention the extra 10% off that's going to make it even sweeter of a deal, but it's not even $2,500. 14-point diamond. Think about it if it was a pink. Think about if it was a purple. We've had those. I have in front of me pink diamonds. I can bring you pink diamonds almost every show. What I can't do is bring you the greens. What I can't do is give you a 14-pointer in this price tag. It's not even going to be 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. One caller takes it, and it's under $2,000. And if that is not the best value in fine jewelry anywhere right now on this July 16th of 2025, I don't know, but tell me where you're shopping if you find a better value in fine jewelry than this, because I don't think it can be done. And it's $1,999 only. It's $19.99, but there's an extra $200 right off that price tag when you say yes. That's why you want to get that piece home, and that's why you want to make it yours right now, because that is how you shop for a beautiful green diamond that is sparkling because it's VS, and it's got the double row in the pink and the single row in the white, and then more diamonds down the sides. And that is the piece that I feel strongest about tonight in all value. And I've got, you know, $500 necklaces coming up. I've got a diamond band. I've got the pink diamond earring special, which will work back to this ring. So there's plenty to get to in value, but that value is really strong. And I know it's a little tougher when we don't see them every day. It's tougher to understand where it should be in price and where it would be in price somewhere else. But literally, when you look at the scale of the colors and their rarity, you know the greens are it. And it really is. This is one of the brighter, more attractive colors of green that I've seen. And it really looks bright and beautiful. So it'll be $17.99 first caller. I've got a fawn if you'd like it. It's a 28-pointer in the round. It's a true fawn where it looks mostly pink. I really don't see much brown to it. We do have a similar look here in a fawn. It's almost like a lavender, kind of like a lavender champagne as well. So that's really, really important. Okay, here we are. Let's go to it. We've got our fawn coming up. Now, this is the bigger one. This is our 28-pointer, 8632. So this one's got, instead of fawn being pinky, more champagne, it's really a lavender. I don't see any browns. You'll have to tell me if you disagree, because I really, just seeing it up close and seeing it in person and in all the different lights I've been in, I don't see any brown to this. I do not see any brown. So I think to call it a fawn is being very conservative. It really has a purpley pink color to it more than anything else. I think it looks more lavender, and it's really, that just only takes it up in rarity. So we love our fawns with that pinky champagne element, but this is really giving lavender purple vibes, and it's almost 1/3 of a carat. So that's also extraordinary. Plus, we just kind of amped it up here. It's pink diamonds and white diamonds again around it, but even more carat weight. 45 points in the pink, 48 points in the white. So you're just building and building and building around that center stone, which is also our round, which tends to be favorite because, well, a round is classic, and a round is known for giving us that 58 facet brilliant cut, so it gives a lot of sparkle to it as well. It's a VS stone on top of all that, and we are going to take it on down for you. So if you'd like this one, it's a little bit bigger in carat weights. Obviously, everything's about double what we saw in the last one. I'll do the same price. I just want to see who's out there. It's a Wednesday. I know it takes a couple hours or sometimes a couple of days to get everybody hanging out with us again, so let me make this even better, and this is going to be $19.99. Same exact price as the last green we did, only this one's a lavender, also in that upper tier of what's rare in colors, and yet all the extra diamonds around it, and it's $17.99 as well. So that is a moment where, again, if you want the green, if you want the purple fawn, I would say, again, they're calling it a fawn. I don't see any brown to it. It's really that lavender purple color. You can have your choice of for $1,799. So again, to recap, there's the green. Here is the purple lavender fawn. You decide which one you like. They're the same price. And that is how you shop a great diamond deal today. And then at the top of the hour, which we're 17 minutes away from, pink diamond, hoop earrings. And yeah, that sounds expensive, doesn't it? You're telling me you're going to put pink diamonds throughout a larger 3/4 inch hoop, and yet that's going to be affordable? Stay with me and you'll find out and see for yourself. It's going to be plenty affordable for everybody to jump in on. Let's get to our cat's eye though. Another rare stone, and this time we're going to go, we've got rare here, but we're going to go all the way to phenomenal. Phenomenal material. Something it does extraordinary with light. Not just a really rare stone from the earth like a fancy color of diamond, but we're going to talk about a phenomenal gem. Let me know on either of those. Here's our phenomenal. Oh, look at that. That's a really attractive color because I also like when these are really kind of a softer green blue as opposed to green yellow. And so it's item number 1128812, and it's our brand new cat's eye chrysoberyl, and it's in platinum for the setting. It's got a carat 18 stone in the center with that very elite high-end defined chatoyancy going right down the center of the stone. And then, of course, your bigger diamonds in that halo around it, 30 points in the diamond weight. And do let me know if you'd like this one because I'm going to do something wild. 118 on the center, 30 points on the diamonds on the sides. I'll look at it from a distance so we can all see the size it's going to give and deliver when it's on the hand, but it's also when it's on the neckline. And oh, that's a very strong chatoyancy. You can see that from a long distance away. Nobody's missing that chatoyan effect. There's your 3/4 inch length that it has top to bottom. I only have just this one. And it's almost like the gleam of that chatoyancy, which is, for the record, that vertical stripe you see going down the sides or down the middle. That actually moves with the stone and moves with the light. But that is a naturally occurring, what we call chatoyancy. You can call it cat's eye for short. It's kind of like the more layman's term for chatoyancy is cat's eye. But look at how that's glowing. I would argue that there is more kind of wow factor to the chatoyancy than maybe the VS diamonds are giving around it. And that is also extraordinary to see. And we're going to make it better than $1,000. It's, I got to try something, Tony. I know. I hear Tony, the director, going, huh? And yeah, huh? That's exactly the reaction I'm looking for. And I'm waiting for someone at home to go, huh? But while you dial in frantically because you know that somebody else is going to say, huh? That's a really good value. What is she doing? She's up there giving away jewelry. Well, yeah, it's a Wednesday night. We're going to make sure all the pieces are given away and watch them fly because, you know, $9.99, $8.88, $7.77, it's all a great value. But at this point, it's becoming, and if you're thinking I'm going too low, then let me know. Because a lot of people feel more comfortable spending more on fine jewelry because then they feel like they just got more quality. Well, I do things a little differently because I'm a believer in savings and values and when you get something really extraordinary, and I don't believe that fine jewelry should just be limited to a select elite few. I think that everybody shopping around the country should have the ability, whether you're in a big city, whether you have a lot of funds, whether you have millions and millions of dollars or not, I think it's nice to have quality in jewelry that lasts. Jewelry that you're going to love not for a month or a week or a year, but actually for a lifetime and be heirloom pieces for the family. That's really what I'm into because otherwise it's a waste. I look at anything else as a waste. I just think that if it's a fly-by-night, you got it for a month or two, I don't think that's going to be a piece that's a wise investment when it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So this is where I want something that's going to be quality through and through. You have it and enjoy it forever, and it's not even $7.77 to own it. That's why you got to get on the lines. It's $6.99 plus an extra 10% off too. So I hope you're enjoying the discounts because I got discounts going up here on my account, and then you're getting an extra discount of 10% savings as we're already down to just 2 hours left. So $6.99 turns into $6.29 and change, and let me know if you'd like that one at that value. It is an important way to go. So that's it. $6.99 turns into $6.29. Let me know if you'd like to get that for your own, and then stays in the platinum, of course, and that will be the one and only there. Okay, so next up, we're going to find something you like. I'm determined. I am bound and determined. So let's show you this. We've got a really important kunzite, one of those bigger pieces. I'm going to go museum here, so forgive me if you don't love museum. But what if the museum thing is only scary because sometimes they got big money? Big money, big price tags. Well, let me change everything you know about museum. And I know this one's tough here with the glare because it's really cool. Let me show it on the hand first. It's really cool how they did one side mirror finish and the other side diamonds. Item number here is 1128425. Here's what it looks like from a distance. That's a large kunzite. And that, by the way, is the ring. You're going to be going, yeah, but where's that? When's that coming out? That's coming out on Saturday morning. That is the black and white diamond band that has over a carat in diamonds. But right now we're talking about 1229 pear-shaped kunzite, 15 points in diamonds, and a really cool look here with that gorgeous design that really elevates the pear shape, takes it and emphasizes it. It's 1.125 inches. We'll show it to you on the neckline as well and see what you think of that one. Well, the color is extraordinary. Maybe I need it. I've got a pear-shaped kunzite. I was wearing it yesterday, actually. Pear-shaped kunzite. Mine's about 23 carats. It's a lot lighter than this one because I got mine way back before we had this collection and this parcel of collectible stones. This one is, our kunzites have gotten more, just a lot better through the years. They've gotten more saturated. So it's really exciting to bring you that top quality in the kunzite. Let's go ahead and blow it out. Usually it's a light pale color, barely there, kind of like a pink diamond, but more pale. That is anything but, it's not even, I wouldn't even call it pink. I'd call it more purple and blue, and it's really extraordinary, and yet it's going to be only $1,999 for our museum piece. So see if that strikes a nerve there, and $200 off, of course. And then, yeah, top of the hour, I think we're probably all waiting for those pink diamond hoop earrings because that sounds very intriguing. Not many folks in the world, and I hope you've done your search because I did one earlier as best I could, just looking for any pink diamond earrings. Didn't find any pink diamond hoops. I found some studs. They were 10-point total weight studs. They were in a sterling silver coated in gold. They were treated pink diamonds, and they were $4.99. Basically, they were almost just practically costume. They were 500 bucks. I'm going to bring you natural pink diamonds and a lot of rose gold in a hoop, and we're going to bring them really affordably. So get ready for that. That's coming out. Something that not everybody can boast they have is a pink diamond hoop earring, but we got them. So let me know also here, we've got this extraordinary pendant. This one's going to be our new blue sapphire. And this one, pretty cool because this has a lot of the graduated stones here, but also there's another neat feature about this one. Probably already noticed just setting it down here. This has got, this one's going to need my help too. This one's got an enhancer. So that O-ring bail is going to be actually, it can open up in the back. So you see there how it's got that closure. It looks almost like a figure eight on a bracelet. That's going to open up the back. So you can actually pop that onto pearls or beads or anything you've got. Even maybe a sapphire collar. I know we had one sell the other day. Sapphires and diamonds in a collar style. Well, that would work with it. But welcome to our 8803 18 karat solid gold brand new right now. Hey, I hope you don't mind. We're putting brand new on sale. Isn't that weird? It's just so strange to do. I don't know a retailer who does that. I don't know a single one. You name it. You name an industry. Is it, let's see, clothing, handbags, accessories, shoes, jewelry. I cannot name anybody who has a business where they do brand new on sale. We are bringing you brand new right now in a carat 75 of princess cut sapphires. 7 points in diamonds would be on the outer sides there on the corners, and that's 18 karat solid with the enhancer bail. So this is the finishing on the inside. Opens up. Now you don't need to ever open that if you don't want to. If you're saying, oh no, I just need a regular pendant, well, that's no problem. It is a regular pendant still. If you want to slip your favorite chain or DBTY right through the top, you can. Okay, so this is not going to be a deal breaker. This still can be worn. You can use it as your traditional pendant where you put your chain right through it, just like so. But it just gives you more versatility if, let's say, one day you break out the pearl strand and think, well, I want to jazz up my pearl strand. Or maybe you have, I sold them way back in the day, tons and tons and tons of tumbled bead necklaces. I sold them for years where it was like 30 bucks and you got a strand of like rough tumbled gems, okay? There were sapphires, tanzanites, rubies, tourmalines, you got it. So that was back. If you have those, anything that's beaded, it could be a costume jewelry piece, anything you want to add, you can essentially do that by opening up that enhancer veil. So it just gives you more flexibility in how you're wearing this pendant and how you're putting it on other pieces of jewelry. And there is your 1.5 inches, top to bottom. I would say 1.5 inches, and then we'll show it on. And yet it's got this arch, so I love that also it's not flat. This actually bows out a bit as far as where the sapphires are set, so you get a little dimension there, and everything is set smoothly in. And it goes from darker to bright cornflowers to lighter blues to almost like a blue diamond color into the lighter blues there, and you see that whole graduated style. So really attractive, very rare, only really skilled designers can do this. And they also have to have a lot of sapphires to work with to do that as well, because you have to really be meticulous about that perfect graduation. I mean, how many different colors? It's not just 1 or 2 colors. You have many, many different colors to really create that perfect shading. And it's going to be, oh, I think we're going to need to take it down from $4,888. And good thing I'm here to put everything on sale. So it doesn't matter how extraordinary, how new, how exciting it is. You're getting a great sale price, and we're going to take it down even lower than even $2,000. Well, half off would have been $2,444. I'm at $2,000. Do we need to keep going? Well, I will. Not even $1,500 or $1,499 or $1,399. This is a lot of princess cut sapphire material, and I do want to show you that is all 18 karat. So you see what I mean by has that arc. It bows out. It gives you that great kind of arched effect, so you're seeing the beauty of the light hitting those princess cuts at different angles all the time. You even have this is all your carat weights that are inscribed on the side, so it's not just a simple 18 karat gold hallmark. You have your carat weights represented there as well, and this is what it's going to be, $1,299, plus you get it for another, it's basically $130 off. It's going to be $1,169 at checkout. So that is our one and only in the sapphire and diamond 18 karat gold pendant. What a way to go there. Thrilled to have you with us tonight. We are almost in hour number 2 of our Wednesday night, and we will get into Tanzanite and Paraíba, and I know you're waiting on the DBTY, and I've got new Alexandrites coming up before we even get there, and the pink diamond hoop earrings. Tell a friend, tell anybody who loves exotic diamonds that we have got the pink diamond hoops coming up tonight. They're actually in 6.5 minutes, so you don't have much longer to wait to get those as well. Okay, let's move on. I want to just say this very quickly. So we've got that pink diamond deal. If you're not registered yet, they are limited, as I think you might have imagined. It'll be one of the few things that I have more than one of today, but not something I have enough to go around for everybody who's going to want one. I think a lot of people are waiting for that top of the hour, so we're going to really kind of wow you with that in about 6 minutes time. So it's coming up at the top. Make sure you're registered if you're not already. Sometimes the registration process takes a couple of minutes, so it can mean the difference in a case like what we're seeing at the top of the hour between getting them and not getting them. So I want to make sure you're ready, and it is pretty extraordinary to see pink diamonds in their natural form. That's all we bring, by the way, is natural pink diamonds. The green you saw, the beautiful fawn, purple fawn you saw, they're natural. They are not treated, not enhanced, not heated, nothing. So that's really the difference maker between like what I was finding in the retail world. When you do a quick search for pink diamond earrings, what you're going to find if you are like me and use the search engine I used is you're not going to find hoops at all, but those little studs, those 10-point studs in a plated sterling silver. There's really like $2 of value there, okay? Sterling silver plated in a stud earring is not going to be a lot of money. And they were treated pink diamonds. That's all I could find in pink diamonds. They were $500 for essentially what really costs about $17 to make. Because treated diamonds that are enhanced and dyed and those kind of things and radiated are not worth all that much when they are 5 points a piece. What I'm going to bring you is a beautiful pink diamond hoop. So all throughout the front and then in a lot of rose gold. So solid gold, very, very important. So we're going to see those coming up, and then we have a quick look. This is Alexandrites in a band. I will never forget. I've been doing this a long time. There are certain things that just moments in time that stick in your memory bank. There was once, and it was probably about 6-7 months ago, there was a Alexandrite band sitting here on this wheel at TVON. And that band was a one of a kind. And it was not inexpensive. It was about $2,500. And I kid you not, it was probably the biggest display of backed up calls I had seen on a single ring ever. Usually we see that when it's like a big multiple, and the other day I had one, it was like, you know, an hour on one item because it was so busy. And luckily we were able to get everybody who wanted one a ring. This was the response to the demand. And you know what it was? It was the quality of those Alexandrites. It was the fact they were in a band instead of a single solitary stone. And now tonight, for this very next 4 minutes, and that's it, I've got 3 bands. They will all, they're all heavy. I actually, I set one down earlier and there was a literal thud when I put it down because it's very heavy bands in platinum. They're Alexandrites that are, if you've never seen top quality Alexandrite, get ready, you're about to. And the world of difference between a top quality Alexandrite and everything else you see out there, it is why these are some of the most precious and expensive stones known to man. But I'm gonna make them affordable because, well, I wanna wow you here. And that's the first one. Now there are only 3 bands. All of different styles. One's actually going to be a little more exotic because it's going to be cat's eye. But let me show you here. These are the traditional Alexandrites. First of all, wow, there's that crisscross band. And here's the wider band with the cat's eye stones, kind of like what we saw in the pendant. So you may want to go back and get the cat's eye chrysoberyl. They were similar, but again, cat's eye chrysoberyl, cat's eye Alexandrite, they are similarly related. They're all part of the same family. These are just the more rare because these change color. They don't just give you a chatoyancy in this case, but they all change color. And you're already seeing it. I know I am. You're seeing it where they're going from blue greens to purples. And you've got it all happening. In the crisscross band, the triple row band, wide. This is also triple row, just a little more narrow. I need some collars. Remember that $2,500 band that 7 months ago everyone was fine? Maybe you were one of them. Maybe you were one of the 50 or so people that were backed up on the lines that did not get the band. And I'll tell you what, this is where I'm going to put them on sale. That is what we're doing here. It is a big summer sale event. It's the halfway through. This is our semi-annual clearance is what it is. It just also happens to coincide with summertime when it's really, really a good time to be shopping value in our industry. It really is. This is the big kind of like the lull between, Valentine's and Mother's Day and all those springtime type of holidays where everyone's buying jewelry. And then the end of the year, which is holiday time when everybody's buying up jewelry, this is the perfect time. And our prices are really remarkable. Anyways, every day, but they're coming down for the time of year that it is to try and make sure that we can, sustain our show here so that we can keep going to bring you those holiday values you love. So this really is important. A platinum trio, Alexandrites, nobody's on the phone lines yet, and they're bands. They're not like my other Alexandrite rings where it's one stone propped up in a big ring. It's wearable, easy, everyday bands that you can enjoy all the time. So let's take a look at all three, shall we? And it's going to be a choice of. Now I've got a big carat weight on each. I've got 43 points here. That's 43 points in the round Alexandrites, 33 points in the diamonds. In the middle band, we've got 62 points in the Alexandrite, 30 points in the diamonds, and then over here, the cat's eye Alexandrites. They are double phenomena stones. That's going to give you a carat 36 in the Alexandrites and 20 points in diamonds in solid platinum. And each and every one, even the cat's eyes, are already changing color from blue-green to purple. And you just see it happening as the angle shifts. As the angle of the rings turn, you see the different colors they exhibit. That is really amazing. And here we go. I have nobody on the phone lines. I'm curious if there's anybody out there tonight. I know we've got a couple of you checking in online. I've seen a couple of you checking in. I know Ellen chimed in about Wordle, so I know she's here. So here we go. I'm going to need some shoppers here. I need shoppers. And this is where I'm going to convince you this is a deal. We got our diamond earrings coming up. Let me just blow these out here. I know, looking at these pieces, they're all brand new. You've never seen any one of them. And you know what? These were here the other day. Didn't show them to you because they were $4,999. And that was before there was a sale. So they would have been, let's just say we apply that to the sale, $4,500, right? Easy deal. You get $500 instantly that you could put towards anything else you want to shop for. Or we can take you even lower, but nobody's on the lines yet, and you got to be ready to go because these will go. Everything's going to go. It's just a matter of you guys are getting first dibs, and then everything goes throughout the night. We got 2 hours left to shop tonight, and we are moving jewelry, and this is the way you shop Alexandrite, the best quality. Because so many times I'm standing up here with just a blue-green, and we have to tell you to wait to see it in a different light to notice the reds and the purples that come through. Here, they're showing you in the wrong light, and we haven't changed anything with the lights. So you're seeing strong, exemplary examples of Alexandrite because they're showing you the color change already. So if you were actually in incandescent light, you would see them go straight up purple-red. If you're in a incandescent light or a fluorescent light that's kind of, again, the fluorescent that's a little hotter light, we're in bright lights, that's where you're getting that shift already. And then when you're in just fluorescent lighting, they're blue-greens. They look like Paraibas, really. And so now we're going to take this stone, which is so, so rare, and you get multiple stones in each of the rings. And again, welcome in if you're just joining us. Thank you for being here. It means the world to us that you remember to tune in tonight on this Wednesday, as I know we take a little Monday, Tuesday break. And I know this is an important day for value. It's What's New Wednesday. We've got 3 new Alexandrites, followed by a pink diamond deal you will not believe. But this is what it's going to be about if you want Alexandrites. And they're going to be better than $49.99 and better than even. I need callers. How about $2,500 half off on this extraordinary stone? I can't show you a rare, and we've already shown rare stones. We showed a purple diamond and a green diamond. We've had a huge golden pearl. We've had the best fire opal. We've had Sleeping Beauty turquoise. We've had rarity in 61 minutes of Wednesday. But let's get you even more rare here without 25 or 24 or 23. I got to do something here. And I don't know I know everyone's waiting. You heard pink diamond hoops and everyone's going, I'm going to save up my pennies for those hoops because I know I'm not going to find those anywhere else, even with that crazy girl up there. I know she's never going to have pink diamond hoops like this. That's true. That's true. I'm really excited about what we have here for a couple of you tonight. There's a reason this is on. The first thing they said to me was, when you want to do those, Saturday or Sunday? I said, look at the quantity. And they were like, oh, yeah. we can't do those on a weekend when we have viewers. We got to do it on a late night because we have so few. I'm not here to upset 800 people. The hoops that we have coming up are for our Wednesday night limited audience. We're going to do those next, but I'm going to figure out a way. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. They will all go. Every ring on this wheel, they're going to go. I'm just going to take you to a new price. Every price that's on these bags, I've ignored every one of them. If you've watched any of the 62 minutes I've done with you, not a single TVON sale price has been adhered to tonight. I am giving you, forget TVON prices. The graphics should be changed. It should be called low pricing. And then you're taking your own price, okay? Insert your initials to the price tag because whatever kind of discount I give you tonight, you're taking 10% off that. So this is not a time to wait. Trust me when I tell you, I'm in the business. I make jewelry. I was making jewelry all day yesterday. I literally made a piece that was a band ring with a couple of diamonds in it for a designer line I'm working on. It's going to be $13,000 for 50 points in diamonds. That's what jewelry goes for now. So we're in a different world here when we shop together on these evenings here. And this is alexandrite, one of the top rare stones in the world. And it's not even going to be $1,999 for any one of those bands. Now, Jason, tell me which one you're thinking about already, because I'll help you out. And then Marilyn, we will show you some of the opal earrings that we have for you as well. Does she know these earrings already, Andy? Okay. All right. Marilyn, we've got some really good opals for you. The middle one? All right, you got it. Let me try it on the hand here. Middle one's already gone, it looks like. 62 points, 30 points in diamonds. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Your classic wearable band, because this one doesn't go crisscrossing. It's not too wide. It's just classic. That is not going to be 19. Hold on, we're going to go lower. You can say sold at any time. What you can't do is get me to make a second ring, because I've got only ones here. These are the only ones we got. There's the crisscrossing band. These are in solid platinum. That's going to be 43 points in your rounds, 33 points of the diamonds. Let's take a look at that one on. It's not 19, 18, 17, 16. They're going to go lower. We're going to take them even lower right now. The very first callers. And again, one of each. You say left, right, middle. Whichever one you want, but they're not 16 or 15.99. I know I'm losing my mind up here, but sometimes that's what's got to happen on a Wednesday if you're going to move jewelry, and we still have to move jewelry. Cash flow, cash flow. Negative cash flow is still cash flow. It don't matter. We got to keep the lights on. We got to keep moving jewelry. We got to show you what's up on a Wednesday night, and then everything will go. You are going to see values already in this first 64 minutes. They've been pretty incredible. Going forward tonight, I would cancel whatever you got going on. Or that show you've been waiting to see stream, hold on for 2 more hours to watch it. Hold off on the ESPYs, because this is what it's all about. And it's not $15.99. It's only $1,499 a ring. You get $150 off. They'll be $13.49 at checkout. And there's your rare stone. An exotic right there, but they're only going to be here until, well, they're not. So that's the key here. Let me know which one you'd like. $14.99 a piece. And then which one? Middle one's already gone to Andy's collar. All right, Andy got the middle one. So that's how it's done. Yes, you got it. That purpley fawn is gone from earlier. And we've got 2 left here, cat's eyes on the left, which are a subtle double phenomena, or you can take the crisscrossing wide band that's on the right, which is a very, very hefty platinum weight to that one. So I would highly recommend it. And here they are a little bit closer. Let me move them in. They can get kind of cozy with each other here. There's the cat's eye band, 5 cat's eye, oval stones, diamonds around them. And there is your highway design with the round alexandrites, $1,349. All right, let's do pink diamond hoops. Marilyn, I'm just going to flash these for you. These are, I got to be honest, you probably called in asking for opal earrings that were, you know, $299 or something. They brought out some opal earrings that are museum caliber. They look like they're out of the Louvre. I mean, they're really extraordinary. So, Marilyn, let me show them to you just in case you're looking for anything like this. But it's a very, very dramatic drop. 8446, it's 111, 8446. They've been here a while. They are black opals out of Lightning Ridge. There's 9 carats almost. It's 878 in black opals. And you have yellow diamonds and white diamonds together, 144 in your pear-shaped yellows, and the white diamonds at 69 points. They're in 18 karat gold. So this is going to be two-tone, and they are lovely, but they're also not exactly inexpensive. But I will discount them so that $39,999 price they've been is going away. And it starts with a hoop, then it ends with that drop. You've got 9 carats, but they'll look like double that. And they're those gorgeous Lightning Ridge stones we adore, and they are down to $88.88. And then, of course, you save $888 off that price tag. So from $40,000 to $88.88. And then, of course, they'll be $79.99 at checkout. They do have a gorgeous length, which looks like they've never been measured. So let me do that very quickly. It is going to be 1.5 inches in the top to bottom length here. They have that gorgeous little, you know, just easy lever back style. It's just a locking closure there like a lever back. So really simple. That little hook goes through your piercing. You flip it up. It's all hinged. It just lines up beautifully, so you never need to worry a thing about it, and snaps into place. So that's our opal, and let me just show you what they look like close up. So just a quick request here for you as we move aside alexandrites. Excuse me. And that's our big opal. Did a lot of talking the last couple of days when I should not be. So the voice is going already, but just to look at these closely there you can see. Really a very, boy, there are no 2 stones that are ever identical, but this is a very, very similar look here to these colors and patterns and different colorways you're getting here in those opal earrings. So they'll be $88.88. So those are here for you, Marilyn, if you'd like to get those. And then let's stay with earrings here for a moment and show you the big grand debut of something so important and so wearable. That's the other thing. This is no savesies here. We're not saying save these for that one special occasion. We're saying live in a hoop earring that instead of, and you know I'm a hoop girl, I love my hoops. I'm a believer in hoops. I think they transform the way you feel. I know they transform the way one looks. And I'm telling you right now, this is something nobody else can bring you in natural pink diamonds. Outside of the TVON extraordinary world we live in. Welcome to our show. We're just a tad bit tardy on our top of the hour, but hey, got to see Alexandrites here discounted, got to see those beautiful earrings, and now we're on our way to our big special of the day. The problem is there are so few to go around. That's going to be the key here, is that there are very, very few, and I'm going to do my part here to make them affordable. We've got a sale going on. Welcome to our Sizzling Summer Savings Sale event. It's a big deal. It's our semi-annual sale. This is where we clear out. It's a clearance, really, where we're giving you not just a discounted price from where pieces have been, but we're also giving you 10% off. However, there are pieces like this one that I know this is tougher. It would be much easier for me to take a piece that you've seen for a million years and that you've seen over and over and over and over and over that you probably own. And it'd be easier to show you the sale prices if it was a piece you know, a piece you've bought, and then we took it down in price and then you discounted it. But the problem is those are the pieces you already have and own. So I love the summer sale because we still get to bring you brand new. You're a hardcore shopper at this point. If you're with us during the summertime months, you're either brand new or you're probably a long timer. You're a TVON loyalist. You know the value. So we respect that. I'm not just going to sit up here and show you the pieces you already have and you've already seen. So we're bringing you brand new. The disadvantage is that you may not know it's a sale price if you've never seen it before. But mark my words, as someone who's making jewelry every day for a living outside of TVON and someone who watches us make jewelry here in a different capacity with stones that have been in a collection for decades and decades and decades, these pink diamonds have. This is why we offer the values we do, is that this is a new piece. We've never seen this before. It's item number 11289858. They are in rose gold. They are a diamond hoop earring where the hoop, of course, being in the rose gold, is going to have a lever back style, so it makes it all easy to wear, easy to secure, but they're also going to be your pink diamonds right up front. And yet we didn't want to do, I'm trying to make pieces at this point that everybody's going to love. So we're trying to really make it universal. So I don't want to do anything that's too huge, and it's going to be $20,000 and nobody can afford it. I really want to make wearable jewelry that you can wear every single day. We live a very casual, we kind of are a casual society in this nation. So we need those pieces that still doesn't mean casual needs to be boring. It doesn't need to be basic, and it certainly shouldn't be what every single other human is wearing. Well, a lot of us like to stand out, have something extraordinary, and something we're proud to own and proud to wear. Well, it doesn't get any more exotic right now than natural pink diamonds, especially since the last 2.5 years when we've been going without the Argyle Mines production. The Argyle Mine is shut down. It's not on hiatus. It's not on a brief respite. It is done. Mined out, completely closed, never to open again. And that is the big deal there, is because that's what's produced the better diamonds of the world as far as colors. There hasn't been a mine to really take its place. There hasn't been a second place as far as what else is producing that kind of color, saturation, quality, and quantity. So it's basically like the pink diamonds of old are now unavailable. So it's really also meaning that not only is this, and I hate to talk about investments because I don't think that's why most of us buy jewelry. I think most of us buy jewelry to look good, to have something that makes us feel amazing. Something that puts us on the map as far as, you know, every day looking stylish and beautiful and elegant, all those things. Jewelry does that. But at the end of the day, you have something that is already worth so much more than what I'm asking for it tonight. It's our big top of the hour. We have very few to go around. That's why it's here tonight. It's not going to be here an hour from now or tomorrow or over the weekend. It's here tonight. And once this quantity is sold out, it's done. So let's take a look at them. I'm going to try them on for you. They're going to be item number 1128958, and they are a total weight here of 26 points in your natural pinks, which are those 6 stones right up front, a line down the center, and they are natural. They didn't get any help. They did not get any help at all. That's what makes it so unique to see this piece here. Yes. I can try on the green diamond. Here it is. Here's the green diamond on the hand again for you. There's the green diamond. We had our purpley fawn already go. This is the green diamond from earlier that is $25.19. And so that is our, remember that was a 14-point cushion cut green and 18 points in pink and 35 points in white. So there it is. That's the diamond ring we had earlier for only $19.99 less your 10%. So that's our green diamond from earlier. So now we go back to pink diamonds, which, by the way, go back to this. You had pink diamonds in the last ring. Well, here they are matched up in an earring. We'll go with any of the pink diamond rings you may already have if you're lucky enough to own one. This is it. 26 points, rose gold. They are 3/4 of an inch, and I will show that to you now. They've got this flip lever back style. So this is kind of like an Omega style, really, because it just opens up with that hinge, and then it only goes so far, and then you clasp it right back. But it doesn't actually attach to the post, so you're never going to bend the post. It's never going to warp or be weird. And look at how beautiful that is with the sparkle. You're still getting diamonds that pay off in sparkle here. And there is your 3/4 of an inch length. That tends to be a size that we see a very popular requested earring length here on the show. And they've got a nice long post to them as well. So if you ever struggle with posts on earrings not being quite long enough for your lobe, these should have no problem whatsoever. Rose gold only, so the only decision to make is how many you'd like to get. That's really the only question here, and you can see how they're lined. This is a lot like what we did with recently with white diamond earrings we had, where we aligned the diamonds right down the center of the earring. So really it's about kind of this look as if they're floating there in that solid rose gold. And again, easy on, easy off, just a really versatile piece, and yet that wearable size for every day. And so almost begs the question, why do white diamonds when you've got the luxury of getting pinks at an affordable price tag like they are tonight? We'll go back to our wheel here, show you what they're looking like up close, and get you a better value than even, oh, I love $19.99, but we got to make it more affordable if we're going to send these out to one and all. This is your opportunity. What about gifting? Oh, I never dreamed. I mean, I would not be the type to be able to go out there and say, yeah, let me just drop $30,000 on my nail tech. You know, it's tough to do as much as I'd love to. You know, it's not the possibility to get extraordinary pieces as gifts unless you know where to shop. And I would contend we are that place to shop, because we're making something exotic and limited very, very affordable for you. And it's not even going to be, and I know we already have a couple pairs already gone. There are TVON shoppers that know. They know the value is going to be there. They know, they claim theirs now, so they get them before they sell out. That's what a lot of people do here when they shop, because they've been shopping with me for decades, and they've been shopping with me here for almost a decade. And they know, just say sold, because the value is going to be right. The value is going to be there, and we're going to get really busy on these phone lines because I'm taking it lower than $14.99 on a pink diamond hoop earring that is still made of solid gold, where I would challenge you to find a gold hoop in just plain gold for this price, because we're not doing overlays or vermeils. We're not doing 1 micron of plating. We're doing solid rose gold. And rose gold, by the way, always different looks. So many rose golds out there are very orangey. They're very, sometimes there's not enough rose gold, so it ends up looking like tarnished, or like a brass, or like 10 karat gold that's not looking so good. Our rose gold is rich. It's got a real, it's more pinky than it is brown or orange. So it's a really rich color, which of course is beautiful in this case because it complements the pink diamonds so beautifully. And they are not going to be even $999. And what a day to bring them out when they can also be on sale. Whatever this top of the hour does, well, they get to be 10% extra off. And we already have 1, 2, 3. You're getting 2. Okay, so we have 4 pairs gone already. Just like that, a big quantity gone. Take a look at them. Not going to last, I know that. And we're going to go a lot lower than even $9.99. This is your value here. No question. It's a value story. And we'll make them even better. And I know we're busy and we can't get anyone through on the phone lines. So what do? Cancel the thing? No, we're going to ask you politely here. And I know it's tough to wait. Nobody likes to wait. I know we live in an instant gratification society more now than ever. It's like every day we get a little more of that instant gratification need. So I know there's going to be a little wait time on the phone lines. We just don't have a lot of operators here. Please, please, please dial in as quickly as you can if you think you might want a pair, because they're not even going to be $9.99. And you know what that does? Takes it $100 off. Take that. Take that $100 savings, bank it. Stick it in your pocket. Have dinner out on me. When you get your hoop earrings home, have dinner out. Go to your favorite restaurant in town. Enjoy a night out on me wearing your new pink diamond earrings, because we're saving you. But actually, I'm going to save you more than $100, because I'm going to take this price right now on the air. This is why it's the top of the hour. This is why they're going to sell out. It's not even $9.99 to get them. This is before your discount. Feel free to take that while the sizzling summer savings event is still going on, because they're not even $899 for the pair. You need to pick them up. They're $888 plus your extra discount, which only makes them $799. Yes. Which one? The green. Who got it? Oh, I emailed her or him about it earlier. Is it she? He? That's why I said him or her. I didn't know. I was emailing just earlier about that diamond, so I'm glad that he got it. Wonderful. All right, thank you. All right, so here we go. Pink diamond earrings, $799. Let's move on. 60 seconds. We got to go. We got a lot to do tonight. We'll figure out something you love, and maybe it's the 7-stone diamond ring. That's one we've seen before. So that's one that's going to be a great price. We got a beautiful amethyst and tanzanite, and oh, do we have a pair of coral earrings. Chameleon diamond is here. I have got I think they made this for me, I'm pretty sure. It's like my dream tanzanite here. We've got this 13 karat, 25 tanzanite emerald cut. Let me just show it just for fun. I mean, this is a piece that is absolutely incredible. Look at that. It's been a minute since we've seen these bigger tanzanites because have you noticed? Guess where they went? Most of the museum reserves have gone out to museums. They are on display now at museums. So we're not seeing too many of these anymore, but this one's new. And this one is 13 carats of stunning emerald cut amazingness with all the red flashes and then a big bridge mounting. So that's coming up. It's only $23,000, by the way, but wait, I might take it a little lower. I might have to. Tonight, I might have to do some crazy things. Our Diamonds by the Yard is coming up as well. We have a couple of those. All of our fancy diamonds are gone except the pink diamond earrings. We had the fancy diamond rings earlier, the green and the purple lavender. They're gone. We do have the cat's eye chrysoberyl still here. 2 of our Alexandrite bands still here. We still got a couple of the fancy pendants we saw earlier. So please capitalize on all those values you saw earlier. I know we're all waiting for that DBTY at a great affordable price, and your requests are welcome. Let me know how we can help you out so we can get you those requests you need as well. And maybe, just maybe, you're looking for Paraiba. We've got a beautiful Paraiba, blue-green tourmaline, the best. Here's what our Paraiba looks like, and that's a good-sized stone. So we'll have that one for you. Classic setting there. New tanzanite in a pendant is on the way. I need requests, though, because I've shown you almost all the jewelry for today, and we're only an hour and 20 minutes in. So haven't reached the halfway point, shown you most everything I got. So we need requests. Usually during a sale event, we usually start the show, and we start an event. Last couple months ago, I had an event that went on for about 2-3 months. And I literally start to finish of every show I did. It was Request Central. It just goes to show you. Sometimes in the summertime, things quiet down a little bit. So again, because people are just busy and on vacation. So it really is. I'm going to tell you, I know when it starts to take me under 2 hours to get to work in Los Angeles, I know it's summertime because that's the only time. It's like 2 months of respite. I get here in like an hour and 55 minutes instead of 2.5. So I know it's summertime because some people are just on vacation. So it's a really good time to pick up values. It's why we're doing our semi-annual clearance sale that is all the best and brand new. So you've got the brand new right here in our pink diamond hoops. Congratulations to those of you who got them. Well done. Also, let's take a look at our chameleon diamond because since all the other ones are gone, the green and the fawn, let me show you our chameleon that we have here. Now, see, it's kind of a green too, but the difference here is this will change color. It will go from a green, this is kind of a blue-green, to a yellow golden orange. So it's really cool. And I got a big old value for you. So if you think, oh, don't tempt me with a chameleon, they're so expensive. Well, this one's just coming down in sale price. We got to move some jewelry here. So 112-4132 is now, and this will be the chameleon diamond. So it starts as a blue-green. More green than it is blue, but it's not as green or mossy color. It's got more of a brightness to it. It's a 1/4 carat stone that is GIA certified because did you know, fun fact, every chameleon that I have here is certified by the GIA, which is the Gemological Institute of America. We talk about GIA like everybody knows what it is, but it's actually, it's the institute. It's kind of like, it really is. They are the gospel when it comes to anything with authenticating or certifying or really just telling you about what stones and especially diamonds really are, because again, there's a lot of people that'll give you an appraisal. There's a lot of people that'll give you a certificate on diamonds. But really the GIA is the authority because they have the most strict standards, so their word is it. When they say a diamond is this color, this clarity, this everything, they really do have the most conservative grading structure there is. They are the one that you don't become a gemologist without going to GIA, so you really have to be certified through them, so they have very strict standards. So you know when you get a cert from GIA, like one of these, that it is what it says it is. And you'd be amazed because these are, after all, and I'm not saying that, you know, humans are necessarily trying to deceive, but it is a human element to grading a gemstone. It is a human being with their own eyesight and their own background that are evaluating your gems. So there is some room for error there. So when you have the GIA, what they're known for is being really conservative. That just means that they're going to err on the side of caution. So if they say it's a stone that's an SI1, it's what other people might call a VS or greater because they're just really strict and lenient about how they're grading. And they have very strict standards and they never want to, what we say, we always talk about, they don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. They'd rather have it the other way around. So their appraisals, or their certificates rather, are really what's worth something. That's where you really go for authority. That's when appraisers, if you hand your GIA certified stone and your cert off to an appraiser who's a third-party individual that is going to evaluate the worth of your piece, they want to see these. And they know when they see one, they know that's what the stone standard is. So again, GIA certs are the epitome. And I'm not saying that just as someone who, you know, obviously is certified through GIA. I'm talking about that is just a well-known fact throughout the jewelry business. Anyone that tells you otherwise, they're not exactly telling the truth. So this is it, guys, 25 pointer. And you've got a beautiful, they're calling it fancy gray, yellow, green. Well, let's take a look. I don't see gray and I don't see yellow, but this again, this is what I'm speaking to, is their incredible, meticulous detail that they get into when they are certifying. There's your grading report, round brilliant. It's a 3.9 millimeter stone, 25 points, your carat weight, fancy. That's the word fancy. It's going to be labeled for on every chameleon because it's about as fancy as a stone gets. Gray, yellow, green, natural, of course. SI1, well, it's a small on a stone. You're not going to see anything without tremendous magnification. And there's your comments about what a chameleon does because it changes color based on the temperature. So there's your diagram front and back. Here's your clarity scale over on this side, and here's your color diamond scale on the other side. So let's blow it out. That's going to be the cert that comes with your piece. So you get a little paperwork that is the most highly valued paperwork you're going to ask for. And you've got the gorgeous ring, which is that wraparound floral with 82 points in the diamonds that I had the other day with Paraíba, was remarking how beautiful a ring this is anywhere on the hand from pinky to thumb and anywhere in between. That's where I've got it here on the ring finger for some scale. And we've got this 1-in-1 alone, and that is that beautiful bright popping green. Again, that SI clarity, still eye clean, doesn't take away from the bounce and the beautiful brilliance at all. And we're going to take this down to a brand new all-time low, best of the best price tag, and it will be down from $7,999. I'll give you this tip. It's, I believe, the most affordable chameleon diamond I've ever sold. So as far as my memory serves, and I've sold a lot of jewelry, so forgive me if there's one, I don't remember one more affordable than this. I don't, and not $79.99, but rather where I'm taking this, where this is going in the discount, that's what I'm so thrilled about. That's what's exciting about this, and we're not asking for anywhere near. And that documentation comes with that. Again, the stone is what's certified, the diamond mounting is our own. We added that to give it a beautiful placement so that you can wear your chameleon diamond. Isn't that the beauty of jewelry? It's like you are a portable walking museum exhibit. And that's really cool. Not many people are, and you'll be in one light, especially this time of year, you'll be in one temperature environment, like indoors, inside. The air conditioning's blasting, right? It's summertime, it's hot and sticky outside. You'll be inside, and it's gonna be this color, this kind of bright popping blue-green. You're going to be outside in the heat for a while. Give it some time, like a hot car on a summer day or on the delivery truck when it arrives at your house. Just saying, if that arrives in a different color than you see on TV, that's the chameleon element. It has been heated up, so it's going to be an orangey color. It's going to be a yellow, orange, golden. So this, and it goes back. It just changes based on the temperature. So it is one of the coolest stones. Even the GIA experts, they have no idea how Mother Nature has created such a stone. Nobody knows the reasons or the background really why it does what it does. We just know it's really cool and really rare. And it's not going to be $79 or 69 or 59. Again, I told you it'd be affordable. And when it comes to chameleons, we're all trying to get one. Very few people ever see one, let alone own one, let alone find one that's at a sale, discounted price. We're the fools that are, because we say everything, we mean everything. I don't care how rare it is, it's still got to go on sale. And it's not $59, $49, $39, $99. You are really part of a special event here tonight. And this one is going to go. Oh, is it going to go? And just for the record, I don't have 4 or 5 sitting in a back inventory somewhere. This is it. This is it, the one and only. And truly, there is nothing more rare. People ask me all the time, what's the rare to get? Should I get a Paraíba, or should I get a this or that? You know what I oftentimes say is, forget all those. Paraíba's rare, Demontoid's rare. Everything I show you is relatively rare. The thing is, there's nothing more rare than a chameleon diamond. Nothing. Nothing. I really, you know, there's a lot of gem books that talk about red diamonds as being the rarest stone in the world. Most of them don't even talk about chameleon diamonds because they are so scarce. Most of your gem books, your encyclopedias, your references, they're not going to mention or talk about chameleon diamonds because they are that rare. Not everybody's seen one. Not everybody knows about them. Not everybody knows they exist. And I'll take you another discount off $39.99. We'll sell it $2,999. Has got to be the most affordable chameleon diamond I have ever shown. Take a look at that. That is $29.99 plus wait, $300 extra off, $26.99 on that chameleon diamond with almost a carat diamonds in that floral design. Oh, that is not one you want to wait on at all. And you get the cert. They're all certified. Every chameleon diamond I'll ever bring to you does have a certificate. And we have a yellow diamond. I got a big one, a carat 01 yellow diamond. Plus, we're going to see that Paraíba tourmaline and a 7-stone diamond band. This is the style. Okay, do you remember about a month ago? It was a Wednesday or a Thursday. I had a wheel of 4 yellow diamonds, 4 of them. And they were gone so fast. And they were from the same designer. And I think it was fastest I ever seen our 1 carats go. So I think it was this outside designer element that you guys were digging. I've got one more. We begged, we pleaded with the designer. Could we have any more? This is all, I know, this is amazing. I'm floored right now to have this because it's every bit the designer look that you know. We've done our own fair share of yellow diamonds here, 1 carats, etc. This is the yellow diamond from that same designer where I don't know if anyone remembers, but we had a wheel of 4. They were all very similar. They all had a lot lighter diamond weights, I must say. They were very, very small diamond weights around the center stones, but they were so quick to go. True story, sold them all out before I got to the lower price. I ended up taking $2,000 off after they all sold out. That's why everybody was contacting us saying, you've got to get more. You've got to get more of those. This is that same designer, but we went extra. Because not only is the diamond a 101 in the center, and it's a bright, vibrant, super saturated yellow. Please dial early. You can't have this designer back and not have the same kind of attention paid. We're at the halfway point of the show. Reminder, this is 18 karat solid yellow and white gold, stays as is, but it does have a 101, but then it's a lot of extra diamonds. The other ones I had that sold in that wheel event, they were all about 20 points in diamonds on the side. This is about 70 points in diamonds, and that includes the bigger marquise cuts that you're seeing in the white diamonds around the edge, okay? So if you already saw it, I mean, I've seen a lot of jewelry, you've seen a lot of jewelry, those pieces that just make you stop in your tracks and say, okay, wow. Like audibly, you might be sitting by yourself, watching the show and go, okay, wow. Okay, stunning. This is the piece to own. Take a look at it, one only. It's going to be a monster deal. We've got item number 8829. That's it. One only, call me. 18 karat solid gold, stays as is, yellow gold for the yellow diamonds, white gold for the white. I think it's the color. I think it's the saturation. It's just so above and beyond in that natural yellow color. 101 center, you've got 8 points of side diamonds, that would be the yellow halo, and then the rest, 60 points in the white diamonds, mostly the big marquise that make up that outer halo and zigzag their way around, then the diamonds down the sides. We have one. And I know it's a quiet night, so nobody's feeling the urgency to get on the phone lines. Well, why do I need to get on the phone lines? It's just a yellow diamond, it's going to stick around. No, not with this value. Not with this value. And let me just rest you all assured here, we're not going to do $99.99. Even my sale price, my rock bottom, I'm going to just discard it here. We're going to make it a lot better value. Just see it out the door here as quickly as we can. Do dial early though. Don't want you to wait, and I don't want you to miss out because this is the only one. And the designer has assured us now this is one opportunity because the designer knows. They saw what we did on the price tag. They are not in the business. They get, by the way, $42,000 for rings like this in retail. So it's a great value. It's a really good value. We wouldn't be able to bring it here on this show if it wasn't a great value to start. We just bring you a better value because we are, again, we don't have the overheads that retail has. I don't have a storefront. There is no TVON storefront on Rodeo Drive. You can go to Fifth Avenue. There is no TVON. We're only here through the airwaves and through your Wi-Fi signal if you're watching online. So that's it. We don't have the security at the door. We don't have armed guards. We don't have to, I mean, you have to supply your own champagne at home, which is even better because it's a more responsible way to do it, you know? So you supply your champagne every time you tune into the show if you feel like it, because this is that kind of design house worthy where when you walk in, you're dressed to the nines, you go through security, they give you the glass of champagne, maybe the bottle if you're really, really spending that day. And it's the whole experience. This is, in my mind, at this point in time, I'd rather be comfy and cozy at home, feet up, relaxing, and let the jewelry come to me. And then I'll dress up when I put the jewelry on. That's how you do this. This is our one and only opportunity here. It is not going to be, you can't beat $40,000, but we did. So that's the beauty of it. But of course, you expect better values here, and you're going to get that. And then, of course, 10% off. So do not wait. It is not going to be $99, $89, $79. Let me show you on the hand because you've got to see how beautiful. It's simple, but it's still designer because it's got those extra fancy cuts around the edge there. That makes a world of difference, having that outer halo the way it is. Look at the snaps from that yellow. That yellow is top tier. It's VS all right, but look at how bright it is, and the color saturation is everything. Most of the yellow diamonds, yes, even here, are quite a bit lighter, quite a bit more subtle and pastel. This is that bright as can be color. It's not 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, or 4. Not even asking for $39.99. This is the ring you will have forever. Wear every single day. If this is going to be an upgrade to a white diamond ring, if it's going to be the engagement style, if it's going to be the right hand ring because you've always wanted a yellow and you've dreamt of winning the lottery to do it. You don't need to now. You get the great ring. They are literally in the 5 and 6 and sometimes 7 figures, just depending on whose designer name is inside the ring. We're doing so much better than that. You can get it for even better than $39.99. I have a feeling, I kind of felt this would need to go lower here tonight. We're going to take you there. But it's not even going to be, this is wild, it's not even going to be $3,500. There is one. We have that 10% off, which is going to add up to a lot of money extra saved. And you're getting it tonight, $3,499 and one only. That's all I got. Take a look at it, $3,149 for one caller at checkout. An amazing way to go. And please do not wait. Please do not hesitate. That is so impressive. And for $3,149, you're getting all that extra diamond weight. We've got 1 carat 69 overall, but it's really the center. It's the center that's the star. It is the superstar of quality. That saturation is there. We bring out our DBTY next for you. That's going to be coming out, and I know we're all excited about it. I know. It's thrilling to have the DBTYs. Giftable, worthy for all, one and all. I mean, wearable by anybody. I mean, it's a beautiful style to own. And we're going to bring it to you next because this is the one everyone was asking for over the weekend. When I did have, by request, the dangling option, we're going to bring you the classic, the traditional option coming up next. I will keep my yellow diamond. Thank you so much for looking at it. Let's go to the hand shot here and show you our most traditional diamonds by the yard. And this one, forgive here, it's on this little bust line here, but this is going to be a big diamond deal. And it's one of our most proudest examples of what we do and what I've called the DBTY for years. It's just a way to create the acronym for Diamonds by the Yard, which is everywhere you go right now. The problem is most have now shifted. It's a big designer that I've known and loved for Diamonds by the Yard styles for a long time. They've actually changed their whole thing now. They're not doing gold anymore. They've actually strayed from gold and they're now doing plated. They're doing plated, and it's hard to really recognize when you walk in from a year ago and you expect gold, and now they're doing platings and the price did not change. It's interesting. So they're looking like heroes for keeping their price the same, but in essence what they did was take away the $900 chain and they replaced it with something that's about $9. So it's a little different deal. So just be aware when you are looking at these options elsewhere. I've got the yellow gold and the rose gold also to show you in addition to the white gold. This is the perfect way to just dot the neckline with diamonds. And yet we did the draping design the other day where they all sit draped from the chain. This is really the traditional go-to classic style of diamonds by the yard, which is a term we all use that implies that diamonds are set throughout the chain. They can be closer, they can be farther, they can be smaller, they can be larger. This is really, I think, our best go-to as far as not just price point, but also real versatility. Like, you don't need to be really like running a corporation to wear it. It can be very casual, but it's still just as elegant. And that's really what we're looking for, because you know what we do here is never waver from our VS diamonds. We love our VS stones. We commit to those VS diamonds for a starter so that no matter what or how affordable, you're getting the best of the best in quality. So this is item number 5653. That actually starts with a 111. So we're going back in time here. Come, let's time travel together back to a different era of gold. Get you this diamonds by the yard necklace in white, yellow, or rose. I'll be trying on the yellow and the rose for you. And it's the 9-stone 32-point style. So you've got 32 points. Remember that there are 9 stones, so that it is 3.5 points each, but they're also going to be the odd number, so you've got the even, up, and around, so you can easily find your center there. So they're always going to be placed to perfection. If you pay a little bit of attention to how you put it on, there's going to be always that perfect neckline symmetry, okay? 3.5 pointers, but they look larger because they're bezel set. We have the yellow gold, the white gold, the rose gold. I do want you to see the yellow gold on, because this is really what it's all about. That dotting the neckline, I think I put it on backwards. So again, just pay a little attention, as I always recommend, because these will move slightly as you move, but you can see there at a 16-inch, 17, and 18, we've included all 3 lengths for you. You do have a premium closure, which is always nice to see. That's that lobster claw closure, and then all 3 adjustable lengths built in. Those are the classic lengths. I've got the rose. I'm going to pop that in too for another look, but you've got a major value. And I know this is giftable. Holiday season coming up before we know it. We are over halfway through the year now, so you may want to think about, gosh, it was not that long ago. It seems like we were celebrating New Year's Eve. Well, if we fast forward that amount of time, we're already at the end of the year and celebrating another new year. So that means holiday time will be past. That means you need great gift ideas, and there's no better time to shop than this summertime clearance sale. Take a look at that. There it is on the neckline in the rose gold. Again, that beautiful rose gold that's going to work back to those pink diamond hoops you might have picked up earlier. The idea of having 9 stones is pretty simple, because the 9 stones set from here to here. So do you see I'm holding it? Actually, I'll show you. I'm holding it by the 2 outer diamonds. So when you put it on evenly, just like so, they're going to go from one side of the neckline to the other. So when it's on, you see nothing but diamonds from here to here. So that's how it's separated. It's really well thought out to give you that symmetry. We'll go back to our white gold here as well, which is also very, very classic, and a beautiful way to show off white diamonds, and we'll make it better than $1,000 for the necklace. Remember what gold chains are doing? Reminder, we are doing gold, not plating. It kind of makes me a little upset that some of these designers are playing it off as gold when it's just a gold plating. That's different than solid gold. Like I said, a gold plated chain is going to be, it should be about $9 or $10, because gold plating is a very thin layer that's going to eventually, well, usually it doesn't take all that long. I've experimented. I've literally spent hard-earned money buying plated jewelry just to wear it every day, to experiment how long it would be. Silly me, I thought it would be a month or 2. I've had pieces that were plated turn on me within a couple of days. And I wasn't wearing it in the ocean or in chlorine or in a hyperbaric chamber. I was literally just wearing it for a couple of days, and suddenly that gold plating was gone. It was gone. So just think about it, because those were hundreds of dollars I invested into pieces that lasted a couple of days. That's disposable. I'm not looking for disposable jewelry. I don't think you are as well. I think investing into the best of the best is really a good idea when you have the knowledge and understanding that it's going to last forever. It's always going to look great. It's not $9.99. We've got a sale event price going on. This is probably the most versatile necklace we have, probably the best classic for gift giving. Honestly, any gal of any age can wear this style. It's not the 2 carat. The 2 carat is really, really bold. I wouldn't put a 2 carat on my nieces that are, 10. I don't even even have nieces that are 10, by the way, but I'm just saying, like, if you do, just to use an example. Let me use a different example. My cousins, I have younger cousins. I would not get them the 2-carat version, nor would I get them the 1-carat version, but this, as a tween, they could wear it. So that's kind of the starting point where we start wearing fine jewelry. So for giftables, really any age, this one works. I wouldn't say that about all of our DBTYs. This one is very versatile. And the best part is it's also very affordable to give that versatility an opportunity. That's the thing. How versatile can it be if it's $9.99? How versatile can it be if it's $8.88? But if it's $7.99 or $6.99 or $5.99, we're talking about a better value where, yeah, maybe if that's the price that the demi-fine is, maybe I want to go with the one that's going to last me more than a couple of days. Maybe I want to go with the one that's not going to have gold wear off or turn my skin green, or one that's got faux diamonds that are going to fog up in a couple of days. That's why we invest in fine jewelry. I understand as well as anybody, as someone who has spent her adult life in fine jewelry, fine jewelry is not the same price today as it used to be. Gold is about $3,500 an ounce. When I started the business, it was $300 an ounce. So not all gold jewelry is affordable. It's why most of us have given up on the concept. You obviously have not, because you are a believer. You believe in TVON, you believe in what we do, and you believe that there is still a way to find and own and purchase and shop for and gift fine jewelry and not have to break the bank. Be proud of what you wear and be proud of what you give. And if you're saving it for holiday time, I say kudos to you, because you are the smart shoppers. I'm a procrastinator. I'm probably not shopping for Christmas in July. But when I see values like this, I'm starting to think about maybe that is wise. Because what is gold going to be in December? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball that's going to tell me, but I know it's going to be expensive. And I know this is not a price that reflects that expense. And you're getting VS diamonds. And you've got a classic wearable necklace that's not $599. It is $549. And that means, why did I do that? Why take that extra 50 bucks off? Does it matter? It sure does, because that means after your 10%, you're actually saving another $55 or so. So you're under the $500 mark to get a necklace with diamonds. And it's the classic diamonds by the Art Style. It's not going anywhere. So we'll give that 60 seconds as well. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. I have them all here. Let me show you the differences between them all so you can make the decision, or better yet, with a value like this, you might even consider getting more than one. There is the yellow, look at that. That yellow gold, so stunning. So, I mean, obviously, a lot of us love yellow gold, especially because it looks like gold. White gold kind of looks like sterling silver. It kind of looks like platinum, neither of which are as valuable as gold. And this is gold. So I'm loving the idea of getting the yellow gold. Also, the rose gold, I think, does much of the same there. Rose gold's a great, look at how they layer. Obviously, I'm on a smaller area here, so I'm not showing you the 16, 17, and 18, but I am showing you how they layer beautifully. So if you would like to get more than one, think about it, you could get two for under $1,000. That's what I would say you need to really consider doing here tonight, because two of them literally under $1,000, when one necklace could be $1,000, because after your discount, under $500, you're getting two for under $1,000. That's exactly what Andy's Shopper's doing right now. And look how beautiful they layer. Obviously, they'll be a little bit more spread apart if you decide to put them at 16, 17, or 18. They will have a little bit more length between them, but that is a fantastic way to go. And it's $549, but not really. It's $494, I believe. So that's really a tremendous way to go. And all you have to do is dial in and you can get your favorite. But I think that is one of those superstar values, $494.10 as your final price at checkout. Under $500. We've got 60 seconds left to go. Seriously, look at that array of gold colors to choose from. Very tough to do to even find a rose gold or find all three options. And to have them affordable like that is really special. Thank you for shopping tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for remembering that we're here Wednesday and Thursday and Friday nights, as well as our Saturday and Sunday mornings with you. And really, these are the kind of deals that are getting one last look. Because here's the other thing I need to say, because I'm about transparency 100%. I'm a journalist by education. I am not a salesperson. I never intended to be in sales. I accidentally fell into this business as someone who just did a lot of live TV as a kid. I've been doing live TV since I was 13 years old. I did my news network in junior high and did it in high school, and then just kept on going and hosted live talk shows in college. And then did sports reporting and everything else imaginable. I've done everything in TV you can do, including editing and everything else. So my journalism is actually as a journalist, not as a salesperson. So I believe in transparency, and in that light, want to also share with you something about this particular item. The next time we see this, it has to be remade. So we have to, that old item number applies to when we first made it, which was years and years and years ago, probably years before you were even watching our show or found us. You might have been shopping elsewhere, buying those plated metals or buying those CZs or buying those lab-grown stones. Well, here we are, honoring a price that is discounted from years ago when it first was developed. But that's the thing, when this current quantity sells out, if you think, well, I'm sure they'll have a sale event at some point near the end of the year, so I'll see that price again. Here's why you will not see that price again. I think this is good to know just as a shopper, because out of the principle, I don't want you spending more than you once had to. And this is our best value we can make it. And I know that because when it's made again, we have to make it with the new gold. That's $3,500 an ounce, depending on what day it is. It's been anywhere between $3,300 and $3,500 for the last couple of months. That's a lot of money when you're banking a 18-inch gold chain, then dotted with diamonds that are big VS diamonds. So if you think, $500, let me think about it. Let me wait. Let me marinate on it. If you wait till, I don't know, October, November, December, when you need the necklace for a great gift or you want to go to those holiday parties and look sensational, why not spend less and get it today? Then here's the key. You're wearing it now. You're wearing it when you're on your summer vacation. You're wearing it while you're on the cruise. You're wearing it for the family reunion. You're wearing it for all the fall activities leading up to the holidays. So forget the holidays. Look great now. And then you've got your necklace and you're spending less, because I guarantee you if we remade that today, I don't know what's going to happen in December, but if we remade it today, it would be thousands. So this is the time to get it, because if you want to save money, and everybody does, this is the way to do it. All right, so $494. Let's move on. Got the big tanzanite here. We've got a couple other great options in heart-shaped tsavorite. Wow, don't see that every day. And then our diamond band is here. Our 7-stone, look at that. That's a beautiful ring to go with your necklace, don't you think? And then we've got our Paraíba. And I will bring back, we're actually going to return a favorite from before. We're going to bring you a really good tanzanite deal, but we're going to try to discount it for our sale. Now look at that. So you might think, ooh, that's the best emerald I've ever seen. It's actually a more rare variety of a green stone called tsavorite. It's called tsavorite. It's spelled with a T. The T is silent. It's a tsavorite garnet. It's a rare heart-shaped stone. It's 8950, and that's got a fully finished under gallery on the inside. That is our heart shape, and it's a good size stone, 171. I always tell you, get excited when you see a 1 carat tsavorite. This is the 1 carat 71, so it's getting up towards a 2 carat, which is a whole different deal of tsavorite garnet. Diamonds galore every which way, 84 points. You wanted me to give it away? I mean, it's a rarity. And it's the heart shape. And who says heart shapes have to be pink or red? I think it can be green. A beautiful color of nature. This is a bright, vibrant color like what emeralds want to be. And most tsavorites are not. Most tsavorites are deep, deep dark. They look like onyx. That's what the difference is here between this tsavorite and most other tsavorites that even I've had. They've been some good tsavorites, but I'll tell you, they get a really deep color very easily. It's rare to see those bright, popping colors in tsavorite. That's what you want to have. And to get this size in a stone that is rich green, that's the element that colors it that way, that also keeps the size at bay typically. That's not the case here. Take a look at our 171. I have one only. It's brand new, I know, but I got to put it on sale anyways. So let's be thankful that the brand new is coming out during the sale event, and we'll take it even lower than $59.99. Here's what it looks like on the inside. So yep, fully finished, all under gallery, all the way through. Here's what it looks like from afar, and we've got an hour and 10 to get going with this jewelry. And here's what I'm going to do on this one-of-a-kind tsavorite. That is a rarity beyond. We'll make it better than $5,999. If you think that is not a fabulous price, it is the sale price tonight. It's the best I can possibly do until I realize we got literally 70 minutes to go and I got to move hundreds of items. So let's do that right now, starting with the tsavorite. Let's make it $2,999 for our carat 71. And that is a one only with that 84 points in the diamonds. And then let me remind you that big yellow diamond and the chameleon diamond. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's stop everything we're doing. You want discounting? I got discounting. I know a lot of people are going right now going, okay, $29.99, take off the 10%, that's $26.99. That's a $300 additional savings. You saved $3,000, right? Got that to half off. Then you save $300. Let me do this as well. As a courtesy, 9 minutes left to go in the hour, let's do this. I will take it down. You know that price you were going to pay at checkout if you took the 10% off? Let me do that on the air. Just for the sake of moving jewelry. Let me take another $300 off the $3,000 I already did. Let's take it to $26.99 on the air, and then you still go backwards by nearly $300. Let's do it. $26.99, and then 10% off that price on the carat 70 Savarite. So instead, your price will now be $24.29. Much better. And just that one. And when it's gone, it's gone. And trust me, it will be gone. It doesn't stay when it's a piece like that in something you can watch every show I do for years and not see a 2-carat Savarite or a carat, or I'll tell you what, any size, but is it a heart shape you're going to find somewhere? No. So to get that piece in a heart shape that is still managing to give you almost 2 carats is pretty amazing. And that is a one only there. All right, let's move on. We got a lot to do. We got the big tanzanite pendant. This one's a new one, designer style here. This is why you haven't seen it before. It's been that specialty cut we saved. Weren't sure what to do. Well, we designed, look at that. That's a special custom design around. It's like that diamond shape. You know, like if it were, imagine if it were upside down, it would be like a diamond shape, how you would draw a diamond. And it's all set with that custom mounting. Let's get to our white diamond band as well. Speaking of white diamonds, we've got some designer pieces in white diamonds, and I would love requests if you have them. We only have 1 hour left, so we'd love to get requests in too. It's a Wednesday night. It's all about you. Tell us what you'd like to see on the air. Best part is you get a discount, and it's grand. So make sure you take advantage of that. Here it is. This should be the top of the hour. But I'm going to get you that tanzanite at the top of the hour. That big tanzanite, we saw it a couple of weeks ago before the sale started. I want to bring it back with a sale price. It's one I've had a number of people ask about. So I'm going to bring it back. It's our Asher cut. It's huge diamond weight. It's one of our bigger diamond mountings we do. Carat 70 in diamonds, but they're all individually larger stones. Do you remember this? This is in 7.5 minutes. Look at that from a distance. That's the headline. Asher cutting, important individual diamonds all the way around it. We're going to bring that out at the top of the hour, so don't go anywhere. Tanzanite lovers, Museum Reserve is here. We still have, I do have a 13 karat as well, and then I have the pendant also. So we've got a whole complement of Tanzanite pieces. That was the fancy cut I just showed you. We've got the 13 karat there in the emerald cut. That's going to be a little bit more pricey. And then we've got that beautiful Asher cut that I'm going to discount for you. So that's at the top of the hour. What does that mean? We've got a couple of minutes to do this band, which is one of our favorites. And it is a 7-stone style. Come on over and take a look at this. This is a really important 107 band. Item number is 1110536. Another scenario where we're seeing it for the last time at this offer. This price tag is not coming back. This price tag is the last we can see. That's all I can say about it. It's one last chance to pick it up. We kind of know what this is at this point. It's a 7-stone across the way VS diamond band. We cinch those prongs in towards the center of the diamonds. Why? So that it's not clunky, okay? That is a technical jewelry term. We don't like clunky. We sometimes like to see the beautiful shape of the rounds, and they don't always need to be in these big oversized baskets. So sometimes the best way to show it off and to make it stackable and to make it work with all, like beside your other pieces that you love, is to give it this prong where you see how normally they'd be in the outer corners there, and then the prongs are what you're really seeing. This is where we put those prongs in between the diamonds. See that? They're right along the edge. So right in between. So what that does is it gives it a shared prong. You're not separating the diamonds, because then if you have the clunky four prongs around each diamond, you have a natural separation. Think of it like you're putting, it'd be like mortar between the bricks. Okay, so imagine if you just were able to put bricks side by side by side by side. We know that's not how it's done, because something needs to adhere them together. So instead, you're putting the mortar between the bricks. So all around the edge and perimeter of your rectangular brick, there's a separation between bricks. Same thing happens when you put 4 prongs in a typical traditional setting around a round diamond. You're putting those 4 prongs in the corners. That's separating, and it's creating space between every single diamond you're putting consecutively across your band. So in this ingenious way, it's called shared prongs. So they're getting all cozy. They're sharing, okay? It's like when you get under the blanket with somebody else. You're sharing that blanket instead of having 2 separate blankets and being all cut. This is where they get intimate, and they basically create this beautiful, just seamless line of nothing but sparkle. It is just a parade of sparkle and brilliance and pronounced beauty to your diamonds that still also, because it's 7 stones instead of 5, because I had the 5 stone the other day and a lot of you said, nope, doesn't work for me. I don't want to see the band. I want to see diamonds across the finger so that it looks like the eternity band style, but without the discomfort that eternity bands are. This is the answer. Take a look at it. We've got only a couple to go around at this incredible price tag. And I know we've seen it. We love it. We know it's $29.99. We'll take it a lot lower than that. Watch on the hand. Sometimes visuals are still more descriptive than my words can ever be. So here's what it looks like. And this one's a bit bigger than what I wear. So that's good to know, because if it's a size 8 and it's still managing to get those diamonds all the way across the band like they do, that's what we want to see. That's what I mean. So if you wear a larger size and you're going, yeah, that might work on a size 4, but what happens if I get a size 9 or a 10 or a 12? Then I'm still going to see a band. No, you will not. We made this band to be the complete all across this finger style. Even if you wear a larger ring size or a smaller ring size, it's still going to work. 7 stones, 107. That means 15 plus points apiece in that band. Looks like an eternity band without being an eternity band, which you would never be able to size, which can be very uncomfortable to wear. It's in white, yellow, or rose gold, and we are blowing it out. Look at that ring right there. It's not going to be 29 or 19. Remember, it's another last call item. This is not just a sale price tonight. This is an important piece to realize. Hear what I'm saying, because nobody wants to spend more money than you have to. If you buy it in the future, it's going to make that price look small. That $29.99 price, it's going to elevate from there to adhere to what is today's gold and diamond pricing. And labor, by the way. Labor's gone up too. So here's what you have instead. A better than $19, a better than $1,500 price, and it's a ring you will wear every single day. Maybe you're going to stack a couple. Maybe you already have one. You could stack a couple together. I've stacked up to 9 of these. Yes, I'm crazy like that. I'm extra like that. I've had up to 9 of these bands on at one time, and oh my goodness, it's almost 10 carats in diamonds when you do. So nothing wrong with that. But you can go all out and stack away. It can be that great anniversary style. Maybe 7's that lucky number for you. It's 107. It's 7 stones. So it is an amazing piece to own. Maybe, again, that everyday perfect piece, pinky or thumb or anywhere else. But it's not even $14.99. That's the beauty of a band like this, and our sale event that we have going on for you tonight, where it's going to be even better than 14 or 13. Let's make it $12.99. So it's $11.69 at checkout for anybody who would like to get that. And yes, we are just 2 minutes away from the biggest discount of the night from my tan. I had it 2 weeks ago. So many of you said, oh my gosh, what is that? I need, or was it, maybe it was 3 weeks ago. It was right before the 4th of July holiday. So yes, it was probably, that was now about 3 weeks ago. That's the tanzanite coming up. It's got those big juicy diamonds all around it. It's going to be that brand new design. I had it. It was $99.99. Nothing I could do about it. Well, tonight I'm going to do something about it. We're going to put it on sale for you. And that's going to be happening at the top of the hour. We're 90 seconds away only. Let me know if you have any requests. If there's anything from earlier that you want to take advantage of, we'll be recapping it all until it all goes. We've still got the big chameleon, the yellow diamond. We've got the fire opal marquise, the tanzanite, the turquoise, the kunzite pendant, the golden pearl, the alexandrites, blue sapphire, cat's eye chrysoberyl. Those are what's here from earlier. So take advantage of all of that. But $12.99, $11.69 at checkout for a 7-stone VS diamond band. My goodness, that's amazing. Look at the sparkle that gives. And that's what it looks like directly to your eye level right there. Right there, all you see are diamonds. You see the beautiful round shape, those classic round brilliants we love. You're getting side to side, and they do not stop, and it just looks incredible, does it not? It's exactly what we want. Exactly what we need, but it's $11.99 or $11.69 rather to get it. All right, so let's move on. Top of the hour is almost here. We have 30 seconds away, our last hour, when most people tune in on Wednesday night. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm so excited about this next item. Just brought it out 3 weeks ago when it was brand new. Must admit, it was brand new. And I was a little, I was even intimidated by it because it was such a new kind of style for us, because we always see diamonds in almost everything we do. But we had never seen anything with quite this big a diamond accent around it. And to put that around a tanzanite, I keep calling on the 7 stones, that will stack beautifully with a lot of things. And I'm so glad you're with us. We still have Paraíba here. I would love your requests if you have anything you're looking for tonight. Happy to help you save some money. That's really what our goal is to do here tonight, as always. But this is extra, and this is really special. And happy summer, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We've got 1 hour left tonight. It's Wednesday night. We are live from Los Angeles, a beautiful Los Angeles. I hope hope you can join in the fun here tonight, participate in anything you've seen. We've had lots and lots of items in the last couple hours, so if there's anything you want to check on availability, please do that with your operators. We are a no app network. We only have a phone number, okay? We're kind of old school that way, but we also do things a little differently. We're old school on our pricing too. We're old school on our standards of quality. We do it the old-fashioned way with good quality and gold through and through and solid, beautiful diamonds. So we're a little old-fashioned and we're proud of it. You know, it's really a big thing. So we're really excited to bring you the highest quality and great level of jewelry, but this is a returning favorite, I will say, because the response, as much as we didn't all love the $99.99 price tag when it debuted, the response was incredible. I take a lot of your emails every day. I'm good about getting back to you, usually within about 30 seconds. I interrupted my gym session today to literally respond to emails and messages. My trainer was like, could you please, what are you doing? What the heck are you doing? I'm like, I have to get back to these customers. I'm really, really dedicated to getting back to you. Well, I will tell you, the reason I bring that up is because this ring, when it was debuted, it was right either end of June or right at the beginning of July, before our big 4th of July holiday. This came out as one of the most incredible new designs we have ever created. Totally award-winning, a combination of huge round brilliance and huge baguettes and all of that. And this ring was on the air at $9,999. And the response to it that night, that following day, everybody was losing their minds. And I get why. It's a carat 69 in diamonds. Let's talk about the diamonds first. Sure, there's a Museum Reserve Asher Cut Blue Wing Block D Best in the World in the middle, but there's 169 in diamonds. That is not something we see every day, especially when there are so few. So that means every diamond is bigger, and they could be, quite frankly, center stones and rings. And this is what's come together. Now, I thought, let's bring it back out. I had to fight tooth and nail to do this because this is not supposed to be on a sales show, but it is right now. So welcome into our not only top of the hour, but out of this entire Sizzling Summer Savings Sale event, this has got to be the greatest value I will get to bring to you right now. Are you ready for this? Asher Cut 6 Carat Plus, Museum Reserve. If it doesn't go tonight, listen, I'm not going to even talk about it. It's going to go tonight. But let's just say hypothetically, if this stays here, on a plane tomorrow to go to Europe, on display in a museum, or you can get it here tonight. Let's try that instead. Here she is. Wowza. I'm going to zoom back a little bit because I need to make this right. I need to set this up to your eye level so you can really see the magic of the colors here, because it is saturated, so saturated. And how is that saturated rated? It's rated Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. It's, I like to say, rated MR. It's not, that doesn't mean more mature than R. It means Museum Reserve. Item number is 1128436. Don't ask me about moving ratings. I don't go to movies. I'm not a movie person. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what the moving ratings are these days. But here's what we've got. It is a white gold centerpiece. So you've got white gold. Look at this. Even the diamonds down the sides are big. But I'm really looking at the 4 baguettes, 80 pointers. That means 20 points apiece. How about those round brilliants that you have in the corners? Stunning, huge as well. And then the diamonds down the sides. We have never seen a mounting like this prior to that debut a few weeks back. Now, the problem is it was $99.99 and there was no budging. Now, it started higher. I brought it down. That's after all was said and done. It was brought down at the lowest possible price to $99.99. Now, I have a question for you, and this is an interactive show, last time I checked. You are here watching live. We are here live, coming to you from LA. I want to know if you love the ring. Did you see it? Because there were so many of you that responded a few weeks ago in really big, grand fashion. I love that ring. That's a cool mounting. That stone is perfect because all the Asher cutting really matches with the baguettes. It's all working together in a very powerful way. Well, let's help you. It's a sale night. Now I brought it back out. And again, this was not easy. There were a lot of strings pulled to bring this here during the sale event because obviously certain pieces should be off limits. And I said, aren't we saying everything? Everything's 10% off. Access to everything from the inventory. If you ask for something and it exists, it is our obligation to bring it out. So here is the grandest of them all. And I'm going to put it on the auction block because I got to. It's a Wednesday night and it's quiet, okay? So we're going to let you price it instead because I had a grand plan. But let me tell you, my biggest and best intentions here at 4 o'clock today have nothing to do with what's going on at 7 o'clock today. So I'll tell you what. Let's make this interesting. Let's get this a home. That's my only goal here. And I don't know what it's going to take to do it, to be quite honest with you. That's why this is a live show. People are like, why can't you just give us a price? Because I don't know what it's going to take to sell it. Normally $99.99, give it 30 seconds and don't say anything and it's gone. That's not how we're operating today. So we've got to do something crazier, something better, something that's still going to give you 10% off when you do win it in an auction. And that means, a reminder, that is, you got to tally up this carat weight. 80 plus 89 is 169 in diamonds. That's a big deal. It's a museum reserve. Let me try it on. You can stack it up next to other things if you want to, but I don't think it needs anything. You just put that on. Wear it just like that. Stunning. But what are we going to do with it? Already tried $99.99. That was weeks ago. Granted, that was not a sale. It wasn't $1,000 off then. So technically, it's only $8,999. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe I just give it 30 seconds and we say bye-bye. But I know it's going to take more than that. So let's go. Better than 8,000 to start. Better than 7. I see we have some shoppers already intrigued, on the lines, ready to go. Jason, who's thinking about it over there? Do they remember seeing it a few weeks ago? Because this was, oh, did that? They were, one of them reached out. They asked if they would come back. Well, here it is. Back during a sale event like this one is, and not going to be even 7 or 6. Wait a minute, 6,000, well, that's $1,000 a carat, okay. It's not going to be $6,000. That would be the mounting for free. That's only $1,000 only per carat for the stone, which, oh, never going to happen anywhere on regular tanzanite. These days, we're going to take it even lower. And this is not going to be $6,000 or $5,000. How about $4,500 to open with a $10 increment? Okay, guys, this is just it. This is the luxury of Museum Reserve. This is what could not get better. And again, let me point out, those are 20-point baguettes. Remember what I told you they could be center stones in rings? A baguette of that size could literally be the solitaire center stone in a ring. And instead, there are 4 of them. They're accents. They're going along, creating this beautiful halo to add to the astrocut, to give it that, emphasize those step facets that you have. What about $4,000? Never seen anything like this. $4,000, and I have sold, oh gosh, what am I up to? 17,000 blue wings. That's just blue wings. Remember, I was here for, oh gosh, about 5 years. No, was it 4 years? 4 years. 4 years before I had a blue wing. I was selling regular block D. For my first 4 years here, that's what I'd always sold prior to this as well. Always block Ds. Then it was 2018, okay? So only 6 years ago, almost 7. It'll be 7 in December. And that will be our 7-year anniversary. If they're here by then, probably not. And that's where we saw the blue wing block Ds. This private collection that is only here, that is the literal best. Pamela, we have your request next, by the way. I just got it. It's not going to be $4,000 to open. This is redonkulous. It is $400 off if you were to bid, but I don't want you to, because I want to save you even more. Let's go even lower than $4,000 to start. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. $3,900, let's get it going. 60 seconds to get it started. Any little bit helps. You've got a 10% off discount when you win it. That's even better. And we're going to take, you know what, don't even do 39. We got to get everybody on the lines here. How about $3,800 to get this started? The Museum Reserve 606, we are not messing around. That is the boldest and best there is in our Asher cuts left. There it is. I got the emerald cut, but that's a 13 karat. That's going to be a whole different price. I've got that one for $23,000 if you want the 13 karat emerald cut. Jason, are they thinking about this one? Oh, no, not this one. Oh, okay. They're on, is that Pamela waiting for her? Oh, well, let me just show this then. We're not doing anything. Here, Pamela, is that the one she's looking for? Or is she just looking for a big mandarin? Okay. This is one of my favorite rings ever. Pamela, I'm just gonna say I admire your jewelry taste, because I really do like this asymmetrical style with the big diamond weight. It's 112-7412. Can she look at it? She want a discount? It's a 512. It's 231 in diamonds, and it's in a beautiful design where it's very asymmetrical and finished to perfection. Here's what it looks like. Now, I'm gonna tell you, it's probably gonna need to be sized, but it is a major, major, major designer ring. And if you would like it, it's from $18,999. Let's take it much lower. And this is, wait till you see how it's finished on the inside. It is stunning. We're going to take it under 10, under 99. Look at that. Now that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of gold through the inside. Solid, solid, except for a way to clean the diamonds from the back. And that's not going to be 8. 7, 6, or 5. I'll make it $49.99. You get $500 off, and then we can go back to our tanzanite. Is that what you're waiting on? Yeah, she was waiting on the line, so I didn't want to have her wait. So just a quick request there for Pamela. So that is going to be $44.99 for the big mandarin, and it is bright and clean and powerful. Is that stone. The stone and the ring are such a good match to one another, aren't they? And then we'll go right back to our tanzanite, as promised. Where do we leave off? 38, you've got the open? You know what? Who do you have there? Jeanette, can I just, yeah. Pamela's getting the mandarin. Thank you, Pamela. And here's what I want to say to Jeanette. First of all, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dialing in. But I also want to ask a question. I know we just kind of broke for a brief moment because we had a requester online. So she's got her ring. Now it's time for you to get yours. 3,800 sounds like we have. Here's what I want to do. I am scared of the one and done auction, especially during a sale event when we have another 10% off coming your way. So here's what I'm going to do. If it's okay with Jeanette, because I'm going to try to see if I can get a few more of you in. I'm going to start even lower than $3,800, and we already have the open, but this just means extra savings. Now, if it's still a one and done, joke's on me. I just saved you a whole lot more money. If you want to jump in, though, and you were thinking about it, come on in now. Do it right away, because it's not going to be 38 or 37 or 36. We're going extra all-time record breaking here. It's as simple as I can make it, and yes, you're still going to get 10% off whatever you win it at. Right now, 360 backwards is what she would do. Now, we're not going to start at $3,600 either, trying to get as many people the opportunity to own the rated MR than anything else. That's my goal, because we're running out of them. We have so few left to go around. Most of the big ones that you saw as their last time on the earth, they've now departed. They've left us, and they've gone out to museum displays. All across the world, they're not coming back for years, if ever. So here's your chance to pick up your own. They get one shot before they head out on a plane. They get escorted. We don't just put them, these are stones that are a little too valuable for like putting it in a box and putting on a label and shipping it across the world. I don't care. Signature required, still not good enough. They have to be escorted by human beings with heavy security. So a security detail, in essence, is what takes these stones and escorts them from our area here to wherever they're going, their destination in their museum. So that is a stone that the same, again, loving care goes from us to you. They're just not traveling as far. They're not traveling over oceans necessarily unless you live in Alaska or Hawaii. So here we are. 36? Let's go ahead and take this down even further. $3,500 to get this started. Take a look at that. And it will be $10 increments. And there is a 10% off extra for the winner of the auction as well. I guess the bigger question now is, does Jeanette still want to start it off? I know we're even lower than where we were, but my goal is to get everybody the chance. And if making it from $4,000 to $35,000, it certainly makes a difference in my world. I'd love to save $500 on something I want and love and something that's valuable and really rare. Yes? Of course. Here's what it looks like all the way around. Side, basket work from the side. The way that stone is set, here is the inside. Now, we do this for a reason. I don't know if you guys were noticing, but you can see these are very clean stones. Tanzanites just are. They're just, as a rule, very clean stones. So I don't want to take away from that. So we're not going to put zigzags and all that. So we go and kind of follow the outside lines of the stone. That's what sets it up off the hand, okay? So I don't want it to, I don't want to take away from the beautiful shine you're getting, the red flashes off. I don't want anything distracting from the color, the neons, and the saturation of that stone. Because if I did all kinds of crazy things in here, look, you'd see it. See how that's distracting. So I want to just let the stone show off for what it is, the stone. And let's see, 60 seconds to get it started. Sounds like we don't have it open yet. Okay, we can wait, and we can just hang out here too. We'll hang out and wait. But that is 35 to open, 55 seconds to get it started. Who knows? Again, it's a really odd night to be doing an auction because I'm not going to have a lot of participants, and I know that going into it. So it puts me at a huge disadvantage right here from the start to be able to say 35. And remember, that was much, much, much lower than where the original open was intended to be. So do we have the open at 35? Okay. We do have it? Okay, so we have the open at 35. Well, which is really interesting because it's really, at this point, it'd be $350 off. So it's $3,150. Again, you gotta love when we venture into an auction during an event like this, because the fact that you could bid one thing and pay far less than what you bid is really, to me, the definition and essence of a sale. So we do have the open. Guess what? We're going to give it a final clock. I'm just going to be kind to our open. Thank you so much again for starting it. Let me just go ahead and clock it now. We're not going to wait. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We only have 45 minutes left in the show. We got a Paraíba to show you. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, just like Pamela just did, she had her eye on that ring, it sounds like. She was thinking about that Mandarin. She picked it up. She called in. She requested it. We put it on the air. We discount it. And she owns it. It's really, really just that simple. Pick up the phone. Tell us what you'd like to see. But more importantly, if what you're looking for is a museum reserve tanzanite, you're going to have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. And there's a huge delay. Like by the time I say something, by the time it reaches your house, it's a good 60, 70 seconds. That's why we give you 2 whole minutes. It means you want to dial on the very outset of that clock. Otherwise, you're going to be far too late. And I'll be up here saying sold in real time, and you'll be still waiting on the phone lines. So this is when you want to dial in. It's a $10 increment. It's a 10% off reduction from your winning bid. So there is just simply nothing more I could do right now to make this any more affordable than it is. And let's not forget about the colossal diamonds that you have making up that colossal diamond weight overall that you're getting. 169 in diamonds. One of the bigger mountings, and it's how we got there too. It's not a bunch of teeny tiny little 1-pointers. They're huge diamonds. The baguettes alone are 20 points each. So let's give it 2 minutes and we'll see it out the door here at the conclusion of our clock. It will be gone and we are waiting to see who else wants in with your final 2 minutes already ticking down. That means it's go time. You have to dial in quickly here. Do not wait. We have got operators standing by to help you. So come on in and put that bid, whether it's 35, 50, maybe it's 36, maybe it's 4,000, or maybe it's just 35.10. That's the next minimum bid that we are waiting on right now. But it's absolutely go time. 90 seconds remaining, and it would only be, by the way, $31.50 right now. Right now, our opening bidder here is not paying $35. If there's no challenge, they're paying $31.50. That's even crazier. And you could spend well, listen, if it's $35.10, you'd get $350. You're still kind of in the same area. So this is what's so important, is to take advantage of that discount. Because it's happening right now live, and in a minute and 7 seconds it's all over, and then it's done, and then you can't call me because it's already somebody else's ring. So no matter what, or what you bribe us with, or what you tell us, or I can't make another one. This is it. I don't have another museum reserve. This is it. This is all in the Asher Cut 6 Carat 06, and it's go time because we're now under 1 minute left to go, and that will be that. And again, that's a big savings. 10% off is not a little number. That's right now $350 saved. So that's really incredible to think about. And we've got our last call happening now. And we only have 40-some minutes left in the show, so I need to hear from you and let me know what requests, because I have one more new item to show you besides my other tanzanite pendant and ring. Yeah. So we're verifying here. Let's see if we've got 31.50. Nope, 31.10. 31. Rather, I'm talking about the price you would pay. $35.10 or $35.50 or $36. Let's find out what we got here. And if anybody else wants to come in and compete here, because we have 12 seconds remaining and then it's done. So last call to get in. Here we go. It's, this one stays in white gold, by the way. What a piece. Do we have 35.10, yes or no? Or 36, yes or no? Got it? Yes, here it is on the hand again. Sure, here it is. One more time. Let's do that on the hand one more time. Go true to size. Huge diamonds, not just the big diamonds that are the rounds and the baguettes around the edge and the halo. It's also the bigger rounds that are on, oh, by the way, that's coming up on Saturday. I'm getting a lot of questions. What is that ring you're wearing? It's black diamonds and white diamonds together in a band. All right, do we have 35.10 or 36? Got it, yes, no? Last call, sold. Congratulations, that is gone. I do want to show you the pendant. There is that fancy cut pendant that I only gave you a quick flash. So let me show this real quick, Tony, here. And this is the one that I'm going to call like a diamond shape. And I don't mean diamond like in geometry. I mean like a diamond if I was drawing a diamond. And they said, here, draw a diamond. See how that kind of looks like the point of a diamond? Yeah, it kind of looks like a diamond emoji, if you will. So that's very special, isn't it? Great piece. And we're on our way. That is a great looking stone. I love it. And 40 minutes left to go on our show. That's it. I know. A lot of you just tune in and then boom, it's over. So I really need to remind you, we start at 5 Pacific. That is 8 Eastern, and we go till 8 Pacific, which is 11 Eastern. So reminder, we only have 40 minutes remaining in the show and want to help you get what you love. But this is 112-8410. That is a 7-carat 81 fancy cut stone. And embellished by the fact that we're taking that fancy cut and adding diamonds along the top, which is pave, 25 points in diamonds. Now I'm going to show it upright because this is the bail. So that most narrow point is going to be the top of your pendant. Let me see if I need to give it a little cleaning here as well. And then we'll show you the length, the look from a distance, on the neckline, all the things. But that is just cool. I don't know, I'm all about, see, I love a trillion. I love anything with points. That still, even though it's not a trillion cut, it's a more fancy cut than that, it still has that feel with that more elongated point it's coming to, that 1 inch top to bottom length that it's giving you. White gold is how it stays. Here's how it looks on the neckline from a distance away as well. So you can just really start to get a feel for that. But it is just, it's an extraordinary example of what fancy cut museum reserves are all about. That's the only one like it of its kind independent. I actually had, the other day I had a matching pair of earrings. So if anybody did, let's say, want the whole set, we can do that for you. Let's go back to the wheel though and show you here also. I like to show you the side profile so you can see how it's set up a little bit, how it's got some cutout details in the side and what we call the gallery view. And we'll do it right now. I'm trying to take into consideration where the 6-carat just went because this one's also supposed to be, why isn't this more? I'm surprised. It's only $10,999. I'm going to do better. And obviously fancy cuts should be a little bit more. We understand that and we know that. So, but again, I just had an auction on a similar carat weight. And by the way, it was 25 points in diamonds, so it was 1/4 carat. So just to, so everybody knows where that pave is. It is one bigger row, but you can see it's graduated to really fill in and kind of set along the lines there of the top points of the stone. And so now we just need to make it somewhere like where the auction went. I mean, it's kind of like you telling us. It's what I always call market value. You kind of, with an auction, you've dictated market value. And I'm not talking about elsewhere, I'm talking about here. We have kind of our own little fantasy market here. So our market value is different from others, right? So I'm saying you've kind of set a new precedent for that auction. It gives me some idea of where we can go here. And let's make this really, really easy right now to the point where it's going to be just $39.99. And that way you save $400 extra off. So it will be down to an even better price of $35.99 if you would like to go ahead and get that for your very own. And that is a really beautiful look, isn't it? You see the red flashes coming through. The only thing else I have in Tanzanite tonight that is brand new is a 13¼ carat in an emerald cut, and it is absolutely gorgeous. But we do have a Paraíba coming up as well, and that's going to be our last of the affordable. Well, I'm going to try to make it affordable. Paraíba affordable is usually like $15,000 or under. I'm doing a Paraíba tonight, and it's going to be special. So we will do that. Plus, I wanted to show you just a quick little extra something here. I have a pair of large coral earrings in drops that I'm not really able to show you up close because I tried to set them up earlier hours and hours and hours ago and it wasn't really working. So I'm going to show them to you from a distance away. The good news is it's coral, so you'll be able to tell the color from a distance. It's an opaque stone. Let me just flash these for a moment here. I've got one backwards and one forwards for a reason because I want to show you the front and back of them. Let's take a look at this. Item number is 112-0113. This one's facing forward, this one's the back side. Why am I doing that? Just to show you really quickly here what they look like in each direction, okay? So you can see how the back's done with that same kind of bordered bezel as you see from the front. Now putting them back up close. They are a pear shape. I don't have a carat weight here. Instead, I have a millimeter size dimension on your coral earrings. They are drops. They are 7 by 17. So 7 at their widest point wide, 17 in their length top to bottom. A little designer fluting here. That's going to be kind of an Art Deco style in the mirror finished yellow gold. There is only one pair of the coral earrings. That's what they look like from a distance, and they are 1.5 inches in their leverback style. So it's a fabulous earring. They're under $1,000 though, and if I had a carat weight, I have a feeling it would probably be in that 20 carat plus range of coral. Coral being an endangered stone. It's a stone that is an organic stone. I know it doesn't necessarily look it, but it is actually from the coral reefs in the Mediterranean, and obviously in the last many years it has been very difficult to harvest any of the coral from the depths of the Mediterranean, which is where the best comes from. So it's exceedingly important to get this here. It's not $9.99. This is a great value. They're big stones, as you can well see from a distance. Here's that, you know, from a distance perspective here, but they're also going to be better than $9.99. And I'm going to borrow one and put one on here as well so you can see it that way, because that's really, again, a great color, especially when you have more red red. I would say if they were orange, I don't think orange goes with everything. And I know because I wear a lot of orange and blue for sports purposes. And so I do tend to accessorize a lot when I go to those events in orange and blue. And blue is a lot easier to wear than orange. Orange is kind of a difficult, if it's like a straight up true orange, it can be a little more difficult as far as, you know, how you're wearing it. I think when you've got the more red, because some coral is, a lot of coral you're going to see is just a very light orangey kind of base color, or it can be even a light pinky salmon color. That's not what we're getting here. When you go high quality in the coral, it does have a deeper red. So that's what really, to me, makes it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just trying to pop one on here with one hand and 2 fingers, and it's not easy, but I did it. So just take a look at this from a distance away, and you can just kind of get a little size perspective there about how they're going to move and how they're going to drop. And I love that designer style in the gold. You really do end up seeing that little designer Art Deco aspect you have, but they are just, again, because they're more red, I find they go with everything. So, it doesn't, for being a longer earring, yes, it's a longer, more dramatic drop earring, but it's not dressy, I don't think. I think it can be worn casually as well. So let's go back to the wheel, and I'll try to put them back together here for you as a pair, and we'll make it really simple and easy to get them. They are $699 for the pair. There is, though, only one pair. So that's going to be it on the coral. $699, better price than $999, which is amazing on its own. And then you get that extra $70 or so off. So they are going to be $629 for the pair. So $629, one pair only. They stay in the yellow gold. That's a lot of gold around them too, because you're creating that wider bordered bezel for each and every one of those bigger stones. So $629 and change, 10% off. You got a sale event going on. Let's take a look at what's next then. We've got another fabulous piece, and if anybody would like to have that 13 karat tanzanite, let me show it to you next. We have one more tanzanite to share with you. That pendant is here. Let me show you this one, because I would be remiss if I did not share that with the world. I feel like it could have been, perhaps this was just designed for me. I mean, it just has all of my favorite things. Bridge mounting, lots of diamond weight, huge tanzanite, emerald cut, so much extraordinary to go into this ring. Item number is 112-8941. Our coral earrings are somehow still here. Go figure that out. I can't. You'll have to tell me. Let me in on the secret, guys. I don't know how the coral earrings are here at $629, but they're here. Now we get to talk a little bit about a 13¼ carat, and this is my favorite part of a bridge. When you've got, certain stones make more sense to me than others in a bridge, because if you've got an emerald cut where you're going to see clarity, because we talked about this, tanzanite's a clean stone. So if you have the emerald cut where it's step fastest that are really aligning so you can see the clarity showing off, and then you get to see how the diamonds, how they look throughout, because they're set under the stone. They're literally running under the stone. So that's what you're seeing, glistening and gleaming and brilliance all the way through that stone. That is thanks to the 2 carat 10. We've seen a lot of big diamond weights today, including the mandarin garnet, the last tanzanite. Now we're seeing our large 210 diamond weight. So that's all together. You've got a 13¼ carat in the center, and that 210 diamond weight around it, under it, everywhere. Look at that bridge. That is impressive. And finished on the inside as well. So there's your side profile view. You see the double row running all the way through and underneath. That's how it's situated from the back side, so well supported in that gold. That's your under gallery, and then look at those red intense flashes coming through. It is just decadent, totally decadent. And we're gonna make this really affordable as well. So, call me. I mean, I gotta figure something out. I've told you point blank, $23,999. I've mentioned it a couple times through the broadcast. It's our $24,000 piece. I mean, I rounded down. I mentioned 23. 23, 24, we're going to move it down. One thing I know is we've got to make it affordable. Sorry, I need a little sip of water because the show's almost over. So just to get me through the last half hour. Here we go, guys. This is what I call this is a privilege. It's a complete privilege to bring pieces like this. This level is next level. And it's big, so it's not for everybody. It's a big ring. I can't deny that. I can't tell you, oh, it's just wear it, you know, hanging out. Like it's a big designer, beautiful ring. But in my mind, they do say that popular phrase, go big or go home. Well, this is definitely the Go Big, Go Deluxe, Go Museum Reserve 1325 Emerald Cut. You are going to love. Let me try it on because that's the important thing we have to touch on now is, okay, so how big? How big are we talking? And it's a bigger ring size at the moment, so yeah, it's not going to sit on me like it's going to sit on you because you're going to get your correct size. But it's not going to wobble or move or turn because this one's a couple sizes too big for me. So when you get your true size, it's going to sit perfectly upright, perfectly centered, exactly how it should. But there is a big base. There's a foundation of gold. There's a beautiful bigger stone up top. Obviously, you do have that halo adding to it. But that is going to be under $10,000 tonight. Not even $99.99 when you've got an incredible value. And remember, more money saved, the bigger the piece is, the more money you save with that 10% off. That's a big deal. To save right now $1,000, just right back to you, $1,000 off. We're not even stopping at $99.99. This will go because when you have beautiful jewelry at too low a price tag, and you've got an audience at all, you're going to find a way to move those pieces. This is no doubt going to go. It's not even $8,999. Oh, that was your price tag after your discount. Now it's your price tag on the air, and then we can keep going. And not even ask for $88.88 or $8,500. And yes, still take your big bucks off, but you've got the ultimate value, and it's one only. It's in any gold color you want. I would leave it right here in the white gold with those white diamonds, but it's not even $85, $84, $83, $82. It's not $8,000. We're going to make it $7,999. And that means $800 is still coming off that price tag, so you get it for $71.99. And on a 13 karat, that is important because that's down with, if we ignore the 210 in the diamonds and all the huge gold weight that supports it, you're talking about $500 or so a carat. It's not supposed to happen. You don't get a $500 carat tanzanite anywhere, especially one that's already set with that kind of diamond weight. Can I show you some cross earrings that are really cool? We've got some designer onyx and diamond cross earrings. I'm just going to flash them in here and we'll give them away. Just give them away. Great stud earring. Take a look at this. Here's your cross, onyx and diamonds. Beautiful. This is actually a post end. Instead of a butterfly, it's actually got silicone backings, which is now how I've converted all of my post earrings to these backings because I don't need to worry about what goes with what. Got way too many earrings to concern myself with that. So I love these. They're more secure. They're easier to grip. They're the whole thing. So this is a really good style, but they're onyx and gold. They're done in 18 karat gold. It's 8678 is the number, and this is one pair of cross earrings. So they're going to fly on out of here. 8, 6, 7, 8, 18 karat gold. They're round. I don't have a white diamond weight, which is a shame, but they go right down the center of two custom carved. Like these are 4 pieces here. It's actually, see that per earring, it's 4 pieces of custom carved onyx to be basically these different shapes that can then sit around the diamonds to give it a border or almost like a shadow box effect. If I had to estimate the diamonds, I'd say it's probably around 20 points or so. It's in the 18 karat white gold. I'll show them to you on. There's only one pair. We've honestly not had a pair of earrings other than this that look anything quite like it. They've got a great finishing. Look at that. That's a lot. There's that stamp, loud and proud there in the stamp, and then you can see mostly gold finish behind it. And then that backing, they do have a length here of ½ an inch just to show that to you. There's only one pair. They're under $1,000. They're quite large for a stud. So they, on some people, might have a bit of a drop from the lobe. You'll just see them on me. The post is at the top third. It's at the intersection of the cross there. They are ½ an inch as you see there. And you can always put them a little bit slightly angled if you want to, but this is how they would look from a distance away, and we'll just get them right out the door here for $499. But you get your extra $50 off, so it'll be $449 at checkout if you'd like those onyx, 18 karat gold, and white diamond cross earrings. They are so beautiful and obviously nice to have. We've oftentimes talked about, certainly we've had our fair share of cross pendants, cross necklaces, and rings, but see very few in the stud earrings, and that's what provides you that look. So we'll show them one more time up close, and then we'll see who's got them at $449 for the pair. So something really affordable, very much, again, a great symbol, and I think they really show off well because of the diamonds that are It's in essence centered up between that black onyx. So really cool look there. All right, so coming up, we're gonna keep on moving. I have a Paraíba. We've got 25 minutes left in the show. Don't forget, we also had our DBTYs earlier. Just a quick flash, Tony, on these. These are the diamonds by the yard that we had in white, yellow, and rose. So all three gold colors are available. We've got the diamonds by the yard are going to actually be here in the rose, yellow, white, or white, yellow, rose. You do whatever you want, combo them together. That is part of a deal that was earlier, 5653, 32 points in VS Diamonds among 9 stones in your choice of gold color, and it's going to be all adjustable. 16, 17, and 18 inches is built into every one of those necklaces, and that is $549. So just a reminder, if you tuned in this last hour, well, this is it. This is the DBTY you were asking me for over the weekend because we had the other version of. This is not the same one. It's a different necklace entirely. We had a different version over the weekend. A lot of you, of course, were asking, bring back the classic. Here it is. So that's going to be $494 and change if you'd like to get it. So just want to remind you, before we get to our Paraíba, that's what's coming up next. And we're going to have some fun with the Paraíba, a really important Paraíba that is a very, very cool stone. So we'll see that next. It's one of our bigger ones without going too large where they start to get into the 5-6 figure range. So we will have that next. Just a reminder, those will be under $500. Today's the day to get them. Last call, when we have to remake them, they're going to be a very different price. So I'd like for you to get that savings today. All right, next up, let's go back to our wheel and give you a look at our last of the new tonight. This is my last item that I have to show you. It still means we have plenty of time for recaps and requests if you've got them for us. So holler at me. Let me know what you'd like to see before we go, especially if there's something we can bring out from the vault or something you've seen earlier, okay? But we're going to talk Paraíba right now. And this Paraíba, 1128943, just a few minutes left to go tonight. This is the close-up of your Paraíba. Look at that clarity. Now, I ask you sincerely, what do you think that size is? Because I have shown this mounting 150 times at least, with all different stones, everything from yellow diamonds to royals and barons to tanzanites to sapphires to rubies. We're all well versed on this mounting at this point. You've probably seen it if you've watched the show at all. You've seen this mounting. It's a classic. It's got diamond weight of 34 points in that perfect, mix it up with a little bit of negative space on the sides, kind of a figure 8 pave. But in my experience of having this mounting over and over and over through the years, it is typically holding a 1 carat 20 to 1 carat 50 stone. So with that said, this stone is a bit perplexing because Paraíba is one of the rarest in the world. So every single point, this sounds like an exaggeration, it is not. I'm a collector of the stone. I give GIA symposiums on this stone. This is a stone that is kind of like my niche. If I have one in the fine jewelry world, it's Paraíba tourmaline. It's a stone that most people don't know how to pronounce. They don't even know what it is. And yet it's something I've made a career of specializing in because I selfishly love it. It's really that simple. I love it. I love it, and it's rare. And not a lot of people have it to sell or have it to show or have it to talk about. So I'm really honored, always honored when I can bring you one. But this stone, which is perfect blue-green 50-50 mix, is a 46 point, that's what it's at, 45. It says 45 points. I don't even believe it. It says it's a 45 point stone. It clearly looks larger because this mounting has always housed a larger stone, and it does have that 34 points in diamonds around it. Now, this being an important stone where every point up, if it was a 46 pointer, it'd be worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars more. If it was a 50 pointer, a 52 pointer, every point literally counts. And every point, you've heard of this with diamonds. You've probably heard how the diamond world works that way, where when you get diamonds and they go up exponentially. So you can't just say, well, it's double the size diamond, so it's double the price. Double the size diamond can go up 5, 6, 10 times, just depending on what those sizes were. Did you go from a 5 carat to a 10 carat, or did you go from a 25 pointer to a half carat? So it really just depends. But the bigger they are, the rarer they are. So Paraíba, when they can do this, where they actually look bigger than they weigh, it's a great way to save yourself a lot of money. It's a great way to finally maybe say yes to Paraíba being one of the most expensive stones on planet Earth. And I'm absolutely thrilled to bring it to you tonight in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, in a classic setting style that everybody can wear. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And we're going to make it very, very attainable. Let's give everybody the value we've been waiting on. There it is, glowing, gleaming, bright blues and greens together. It is supposed to be $5,999. There's that. And that is why it's at that price kind of adhering to one of those, really what you expect. It's what you'd expect on a Paraíba that's 50-50 blues and greens, bright, clean, and neon, under no light, still glowing, still looking fabulous. We're going to take it even lower, my friends, to a better value. But I am going to have to auction it off. This happened on a Tanzanite, and did we get low? And it didn't result in a lot of activity, which just means if there was ever a night to be picking up the phone and calling in on an auction, it's tonight. It is tonight. Tonight is your night. $59.99. We'll skip it. We'll abandon it. We'll leave it behind. I'm going to start at, you know what? I was going to start at something like 45, maybe even 35. I want to go even lower. Let's help you out right now. It's Paraíba that you can wear and enjoy. I'm scared to wear a lot of my Paraíbas because I know what they're worth. And I got a 10 carat. I don't wear it that much. Got to be honest. It's kind of like it's my retirement piece. It's the piece that, you know, when all is said and done, is going to support you through, like, forget, you know, Roth IRAs. Like, it's my retirement piece. But here's the thing. If you're going to wear something every day, and I think you should, I look at it as my favorite stone in my collection is one I never wear, and it kills me a little bit inside. That bothers me. It's my favorite stone. I fall deeply in love with the stone every time I look at it, yet I'm not wearing it. Isn't that foolish? Isn't that silly? But I don't feel comfortable wearing it just every day, so I take it out on special occasions. But that's not enjoying it to the fullest. And you should enjoy stones. That's what this is about. It's jewelry. I'm no dummy. I get it. This is not a necessity in life. It's what makes life amazing and beautiful and really, really unique and special and makes you feel that way. It's just not the piece that's special. It's the way it makes you feel. And you can't even put a price on that. You really can't. It's amazing to see us doing 35. No open though, so help me help you. I'm going to do something crazy here. We got 19 minutes, so I'm looking as a little, okay, let's really do something wild. How about 3,000 to start? How about we really go low and not even do 3,000? It's going to be a $10 increment. Let's help you. Everybody needs to have a Paraíba. It's just how do you find that way to get that universal appeal, that great quality that's not too green, that's really that 50-50, which is the ones those go for the big money. Those are the highly desired stones. How do you do it and bring a great value? Well, it's really happening just based on the circumstances tonight, and it's not even 3,000 to start. Let's go $2,500 to get it going. 25 on a nearly half carat. It is looking even larger than that. It just does. It looks larger. It just does. You know this mounting. I mean, it's partly the elongation of the oval. It's the mounting that it's set in. Certain stones will do that, and that's a huge advantage when they do. And yet this will not, well, apparently not even $2,500. We got to go even lower than that. And I am really, 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 really low on a Paraíba of that colorway because it doesn't matter. You've seen it. What did I have the other day? A 56 pointer. Where was that? $9,000. And you know what? It's sold. I had a 56 pointer, $9,000, 56 points. I'll take a few points shy of that to save a bundle. I'll save $6,500. I'd like to save $6,500 just to go a few points smaller. This is the world of Paraíba. When do we see those 2 pointers? There are 2 pointers that are here for $2,000. There are 5 pointers and 10 pointers that are here for $3,000 and $4,000. That's normally what you spend. So it's just one of those stones that is part of what makes it so elite. It doesn't occur in big sizes readily. It's really tough to find. It's not going to be 25. How about 24, 23, 22? Trying to move some jewelry here in the last couple of minutes of a Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow at 5. And here's how we do this instead of even 25, 24, 23, or 22. I will make it even better. Let's go $2,100. You know what? Skip that. Let's just go to $2,000. $2,000 to open. 60 seconds to get it started. Let me know what you want to see on our this is my last item of the show. It's the last new item that you hadn't seen. Now you've seen it. And now we got to get it home. And you've got an extra savings. So if you do win the auction, and somebody will, there will be a discount of 10%. Right now, that'd be $200 extra off. Not a time to wait. or sit back when you've got a Paraíba tourmaline that looks like that. It's not the green material. The green material is rare too, but it's really, it tends to be just more inexpensive. It's just more affordable to get the green because everybody wants the blue green. So what everybody wants is really what drives supply and demand. And if it's the color that the world wants, and I'm not talking about just in the US, this is a stone that's collected worldwide by collectors, royalty, kings, queens, presidents, princes, czars. It is really, truly collected. And it is one of those that most people are not parting with. We don't have $2,000. All right, let's move along. I'm going to recap some pendants. I had so many pendants in hour number 1. And all the pendants that I have are under $2,000. So I'm going to show them all. I'll show you a whole world of pendants here. I'll show you all the pendants we had in the first hour. I had literally, 7 of them? So we've got, let's recap them. And then we've got the Paraíba. Excuse me. You know what, guys? Here's what I'm going to do. I'll make it even better than $2,000. We got to move it. Sorry for the allergies. Crazy. Not to mention it's like a wind tunnel igloo in here. We're going to make this better than $2,000. Let's just make it $19.99 first caller. I got to sell it. Got to sell it. That way, if you were thinking about it, maybe didn't want the competition of an auction, here you go. One caller gets it, $2,000, not really, $19.99, makes it even better. You still save $200 essentially. It is $17.99 at checkout, and you are choosing your gold. So you get to choose yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold. It looks stunning either way. That'd be great. So you've got that great option. And here is the one and only. So call me if you'd like it. We'll give it 60 seconds and let's move on. And then we got a last recap of the show. We'll recap anything you may have missed in the earlier parts of the evening. So good news there. We'll give it a little last minute option here and some pendants and some rings. You got it. Elizabeth, you're very welcome. Oh, wonderful. That's so great. All right. Well, thank you, Elizabeth, so much. Appreciate that. Wonderful to hear. All right. Coming up, Cat's Eye Alexandrites. We had a couple Alexandrite bands still available under $1,500. Had the Savorite. We had a chameleon diamond round under $3,000 as well. And then last call here, $19.99. All right, my best attempts at Paraíba, and that's also mine. I'm trying to collect everything I can. The reason I've collected, I basically will buy anything that you guys leave behind at this point, because just watching this, maybe it's just the benefit of being in the wholesale world and having friends that are in the business that talk about it nonstop. I will say this is that stone that I'm buying every single piece I can get. I'm putting, literally, I am just investing into it because of the way it hasn't stopped gaining value. In 1989, I was 9 years old. It was discovered in 1989. There are very few gemstones younger than us, right? This is a gem that is younger than most of us. And if you are born after the 90s, then welcome. Cool. That's really cool. But for most of us, this is a gem that is younger than we are. So this is not something that we say very often with natural gems. And yet the fact it's already gone, it's already mined out, 3 sources ever, mined out, done. It really makes it tough to get. Now, what everybody's doing is strategically, the industry is holding on to it. So that's sort of a monopoly. And then everybody's, seeing the prices soar. And everybody still wants it, and yet nobody can find it or get it. So it's really interesting to watch this stone move. And it has been, I can speak since 2000. When I started in the business, 2000, 2001, I can speak for all the price tags I've seen elevate. Granted, it didn't really hit much of the marketplace until 2004. That's when I started selling them on TV. But they were mostly loose stones at that point. Very cloudy, hazy examples, more or less gem specimens, not really jewelry grade quality. And yet those are still worth a fortune today. So get what you can. I mean, it's a beautiful ring. I want you to wear it and love it. Obviously, jewelry's to wear, but I'm not selling loose gems for that purpose. I want you to be able to wear your collectibles. But if you can get something like this in today's day and age at a price like that, you take advantage of it. All right, let me recap all the pendants we had, because there are many. And I don't know what made this a pendant night, but it's a pendant night. And we had the amethyst. I'm going to show you, try to show them all together here. I don't know how well that's going to work out, because a lot of pendants need a little help. But there's one amethyst pendant. Yes, it's sideways, so forgive me, but I'm trying to show you everything we have. in these different designer pendants that you may have missed earlier that include amethyst, also a cat's eye. Keep in mind these two will be under $1,000. These are actually the same price. We've got the cat's eye chrysoberyl that is our platinum piece. That's going to be a $6.99 deal, as is the amethyst behind it. So we've got a couple options there, and I'm going to have to help them out. But $6.99. Also had a sapphire piece. This is the graduated style of princess cuts that you have here, an enhancer. That would be blue sapphires that go from darker to lighter from top to bottom. Enhancer veil in 18 karat gold. That's $12.99. So we've got that sapphire piece also. So there's a lot to consider in designer styles here in pendants tonight. There's our sapphire. That too will not sit on its own. So I'll just be flashing these really quickly, and you let me know if there's anything you like. We do have a big kunzite. That's going to be the $12.29 in our pear-shaped kunzite. That is also still available from earlier. It's $19.99. So as I said, preface this recap with the fact that all pendants I'm showing you are under $2,000. Also have a turquoise with chain. This would not just be a pendant. The whole chain comes with it. That's our turquoise pear shape, Sleeping Beauty variety. That's only down to $8.88. So that's also going to be, and these are all 10% extra off the prices I'm giving you. So if any of these look good, sound good, or are something you've already been thinking about, this one, designer. Pink sapphire, emerald as well, designer style, heart-shaped look. That's going to be down to, we got that down to $18.88. If you like that pink sapphire emerald combination piece as well. So that's a beautiful designer look. So that's, again, some last call on some pendants here for you, just to think about or consider before we go. That's got the amethyst in the pear shape. I do love, not the amethyst, rather the kunzite. Amethyst in the back center, kunzite here off to the side, and then the blue sapphire with diamonds right here. That is 18 karat gold, so $12.99, $8.88, $6.99. This cat's eye, $6.99 as well. That's a cat's eye in platinum, one of our best looking cat's eyes. I also want to recap. Got some diamond pieces here for you that we haven't seen, but might as well if we're in the mood for diamonds. Got some bigger diamond collection pieces. This is our princess cut. Oh, wow, what a band. Princess cuts and rounds together. I've got 3 diamond pieces. I'm going to just dive into tomorrow's jewelry and show it to you and discount it now. 10 minutes left to go in the show. Let me know what we can help you with. There is, well, there's a big diamond. A big diamond in a marquise, and then you've got the highway style around it. And then what about this new style? Here's that 85 points in almost a leaf wraparound bypass. So 3 different options. All one crazy low price you're going to see here coming up. And I might just rearrange them so we can see smaller to larger here. Why not? I'm going to set this to the side that I think shows it off a little bit better. And then we've got that leaf design bypass. That's cool. Then we've got the bigger band here. That's going to give you a large diamond weight. So all 3 of these diamond rings, same price. Got to go here at the end of the show. Got to move some jewelry before our 9 minutes are up. We actually have 8.5 minutes remaining. These are all coming down in price. They are 18 karat gold and platinum. I'll tell you which is which. The one that's got the leaf design, that's in 18 karat. The other 2 more band styles there in platinum. You're going to choose your favorite. They all started at $49.99 or more. We're going to take them on the way down. We've got 8 minutes left in the show and the broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait to see you then. We have Thursday and Friday nights for you from 5 to 8. So let's take a look at this selection here. Great trio here for you. And a last call before we go. Everything up here supposed to be $49 or more. We're going to go a lot lower as promised. This is the moment here, and any of those pendants are still available. Call me on the pendants. Designer styles, gotta get them. But let's go even lower than $49.39 and $29.99. Incredible value coming your way. They're not even $1,999. We're busy already. These are major diamond rings. Again, we got the platinum here, 18 karat in the middle, and platinum over here. Diamond weights are as follows. You've got the band here. That's going to be a 54-point marquise with the 33 points around it. Here is that leaf design bypass. Well, that's going to have 85 points total. And this is the band with the princess cut and the rounds, 97 points there. That will be the largest carat weight by far. Let's give you a value on every one of them, not 19, 18, 17. Uh-oh. This is your chance to pick them up, and I've gone way too low. Can you say 2 words with me, guys? Say it with me here. Say it with me. Under cost. All 3 pieces, all 3 options, under cost. I don't know where you're buying jewelry, but this is the place. If you just want, you need the quality, you need the savings. So many times in life, it's just, I'll go low quality to spend less, or I'll go high quality, but I'll have to break the bank to do it. This is, take the best of the quality, take the lowest of the price, put them together, marry them. It's a happy union. And The price that I'm doing for our sale event for our last 6.5 minutes of our Wednesday is incredible, because you could not, if you had the jewelry factory right there in your home, you could not make these pieces for that price. I promise you that. I make jewelry every day. I'm an outside designer. I do jewelry pieces that design on my own. This is incredible. And yet I look at what pieces cost to make in July of 2025, and you can't make pieces if they were just in their gold or just in their platinum. We've added bunches of diamonds all throughout, and yet they're not going to be $1,777. They're even better. Call me quickly. They are $1,699. We got to move them. It is go time, but we're saying goodnight here in about 5 minutes. So we need to know which of those diamond designs you like the best. And $1,529 is your better price tonight. So $1,529 gets them to you. Even better. And let's take a look at all three on. This is that highway design with that large marquise right there. That's a cool piece. And two ways to wear it, obviously. This is more open on this side that wraps around your marquise cut. You've got that great design where there's multiple rows of platinum and then diamonds, and then that extra diamond for good measure as well. That's going to begin the diamond in the center, 54 points on its own, 33 points in the side diamonds there. So that will be a total of 87 points on that band. Here's that bypass. Look at how big this is. On the hand, 85 points total weight. This is the only 18 karat gold option. That's just worth more these days. Got to point that out. That's going to be 18 karat gold. The diamonds are 85 points overall in your rounds, and that is another round there. I know it looks, actually, is that a round or a pear shape? It fools me every time. We got to get a close-up look at that. It is a pear shape, so I don't know why they didn't mention that, but there's a pear shape that might actually be extra. I don't know if you're even paying for that. Then here's the band with 97 points in diamonds. That's going to be the closest that we get to 1 carat. That is all set in solid platinum. It's another big one there, and that is also $1,529 at checkout. Congrats. We've got about 4 minutes left in the show. I know we have a lot of our pendants going out. Thank you on the amethyst. Thank you on the chrysoberyl. Cat's eye, that is. And then we've got our last call here. Don't forget there were a couple of Alexandrite bands earlier as well. And we've got, those are down to $1,499 before your discount. So just a reminder, as we look at our diamond pieces headed out of here, we do have the 2 Alexandrites left. They were basically, think like this band, but only with Alexandrites and diamonds instead. We had the cat's eye version here in platinum, or the round stones here. This is the highway design with that crisscrossing band. That's going to be the rounds and the diamonds. Those are $14.99 a piece. So if you're considering those, they'd be $13.49 at checkout, and you're getting good size Alexandrites there, especially in the cat's eyes, which have a subtle double phenomena to them. A little color change, and of course the phenomena of the chatoyancy down the middle. So great choices and options there for you in Alexandrites that are not those center stones we usually see, but instead the wider bands. Here is that tanzanite. I know we got a lot of people talking about pieces from all throughout the night, but this is the one that's getting the most response, is the tanzanite, the 13 karat, 25. If you have any desire to own it, you've got to do it tonight. It's going to be gone by tomorrow. Here's our last call. That is item number 8941. It is our 13.25 karat tanzanite emerald cut. It has 2 carats 10 in your VS diamonds. In the white gold is how I would leave it. You don't have to leave it there. You can get it in yellow or rose. That is totally up to you. But it is down to $79.99, and what an incredible value that is. $800 extra off with the sale event going on. So that will be down to $71.99, and of course change the gold color and get it in your size. But look at the reds. It's mesmerizing to see the amount of flashes that you're getting in that amazing stone. I want to thank you. I also want to remind you, we're here with you on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday nights. Those are our weeknight shows, 5 to 8 Pacific, 8 to 11 Eastern. We are also here on the weekends during the day. That's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's, of course, 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So just want to remind you about that, too, because I know how many new shoppers and new viewers we have with us every single night. So thank you again, and happy shopping on this Wednesday. You are here for a couple more minutes if you'd like to make a purchase or have any questions about anything you've seen tonight. We will help you. We will answer those questions, but don't wait, because obviously very busy at the end of any night getting all these pieces their home. So if there's any of the pendants or any questions you have on anything you saw, don't forget there's a very big diamond special happening this Saturday afternoon. That would be the white diamond and black diamond band that I have on. That's going to be coming up on Saturday in the morning, so I hope to see you then for that. But of course, we have our Thursday and our Friday shows as well, 5 to 8. So that's when we'll see you back here in just a few hours, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, getting you started with an amazing Thursday night. I hope you'll join us for that. If you have any questions, obviously this one's going to go because that is a superstar value. It's $71.99 for a tanzanite that would be worth, on a very good day, you're spending $3,000 or $4,000 a carat wholesale. So you'd have to times that by 13 carats. So you're really looking at something that should be in that $70,000 to $75,000 range. If you're talking about just the stone, anywhere else you go, we've taken away $75,000. We've given you basically a 10% of that price and added in the gold and added in 210 of VS diamond. So that is truly extraordinary. It's value at its best. And of course, the museum reserves, well, they don't get much more time to be with us because they are reserved for museums. So when they stay here, they can't stay here forever. We're giving you one last chance to own them, then they've got to go head out to museums, and that's the way you want to shop them now before they're gone. So thank you again, everybody, for joining me tonight. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us, and thank you to everybody who also shopped with us tonight. We so appreciate you all, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, whatever that may entail, and we hope to see you right back here tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Don't miss the start of the show. We've got something really important to kick off our evening, and then we'll be carrying those values through the entire night. So we'll see you at 5 o'clock tomorrow. That is 8 p.m. Eastern time. Looking forward to it. Also, our Friday Club TVON shows the same time. We'll see you then. And of course, our weekend shows. We've got big specials all weekend long, and our sizzling summer sales event will continue. Thanks, everybody. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow.